Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, where is my face cam? Hold it. Just a second. Where is it? Let's see if we can't find it. Oh my god. The interface on this is really annoying sometimes. It's an adjustment getting used to the PS5 over the 4. Hold on! It is supposed to have my camera. I didn't think I'd have to turn this on again. Camera. Yeah, display it. What the heck? Okay, there it is. Hold on. Coming back. Now, will it be there when I start the game again? Right there. Put it right there. Hey! There he is. Okay, terrific. Now while we're at it, let's get ourselves a little audio check. Hold on. This is going terrific. It's been an adjustment to get used to streaming on PS5. Let's see how the audio is. I'm actually very curious about it. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. It's going okay. I actually have the audio on my mic input turned down all the way, but you can definitely hear me. I'm going to try to peek the mic here, so I apologize. I'm going to do it on purpose. Peek! I'm waiting for it to catch up. It still did do it. Okay, nothing we can do about that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to WATCW. We're back, baby, and I'm so excited. I had to test that out because, to my surprise, my last stream I was peeking all over the place. I was peeking right at you, and that's not typically a thing I had a problem with on the PS4. It seems like the microphone input on PS5 is like way more sensitive than the 4. And so whenever I raise my voice too much, it makes this just awful like vocal fry distortion noise. I hate it, and I'm not sure if there's anything to do about it. I never really had that problem on the 4. And I actually have the mic input volume turned all the way down. Obviously, you can still hear me okay according to my audio check. I hope that'll be true once the actual gameplay starts. We might have to revisit the audio check for the stream tonight. It's tough. I've said this before, but this kind of stuff, you can't really troubleshoot it unless you're live. So I have to... Sorry to open up on such an awkward note. The things just run a little differently on the 5 versus the 4. But we're getting comfortable. We're getting settled in. We're getting used to it. And hey, we've got a long overdue wrestling stream. We're actually going to get it booted up right now because we've got no shortage of matches to get to tonight. We've got a long wrestling stream ahead of us. A 3-card special. It's been a while, friends. I'm not sure exactly how long it's been, but it feels like it's been a really long time since What Real Championship Wrestling went live. I missed it. I'm excited to have it back tonight. Like, this is new. I don't think you ever saw this before. The custom video. A little lightning strike action. Huh? I'm so excited to get back to it here. I've been thinking about this stream for a long time. It's been a long while. So those who are also looking forward to it, thank you for your patience. Look, boom, 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 boom. The fireworks are going off. The happy inflatable waving arm tube men have been inflated. The lights are on, and the show is on the road, folks. It's time for What Real Championship Wrestling. I still have the commentary turned off, so now I can just provide my... Oh, we're in Budapest. Wow. International show. Terrific. We've got fans all over the world. And then it's going to try to spoil the matches for the night. We're not going to look at that. We're just going to go. We're just going to go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Right in the middle. I'm just getting started. I'm not wasting any time. We'll have plenty of time to talk about anything we want to talk about. I'm just getting started here and kicking off our first card of the night. We'll have 3 cards. That means a total of 17 matches tonight. So get comfy and look forward to some high-stakes drama and action. First matchup we've got here, a woman you should be no stranger to if you've been watching my stream at all the last couple of weeks. That is Claire Redfield of Resident Evil fame with a young, adorable little Leon S. Kennedy in her corner. I've been streaming Resident Evil 2 for the past month or so. These guys have gotten a lot of spotlight on the stream, and it's apparently not over just quite. And the other corner just felt appropriate. Alcina Dimitrescu, a Resident Evil... Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic there. A Resident Evil villainess. Resident Evil 8, another game I've streamed in full on here. We got ourselves a little spooky showdown. Heroes and villains alike. Oh, her entrance is so good. I forgot about this. Oh, Claire, it's so good to be back in our wrestling stream. Oh, no, it changed it. What's this? Oh, it changed it. Oh, it's because of they're on a team together. This shit's so tricky. I gave her the Undertaker American Badass entrance. She comes out on a motorcycle, but Leon's presence is goofing it up there. This happens sometimes. Oh well, you have to take my word for it. It was really good. What a bunch of names there. We spent a lot of time with these characters, and our time isn't over yet. Matter of fact, I can guarantee our time with Resident Evil characters is far from its end on this stream alone. If you peep the Backrooms card later tonight, you'll know that Mr. X will also be making his in-ring debut later this evening. That's a guy I've certainly had enough of, but we haven't run out yet. So here we go. This is the in-ring debut of Claire Redfield, the spunky, badass little sister of one Chris Redfield. We've seen her defeat all sorts of monstrosities. And tonight she's got her work cut out for her because one is headed to the ring right now. Big Lady D, Alcina Dimitrescu. The matriarch of Resident Evil 8 and of all our darkest fantasies. And here she comes.
From Transylvania, Romania, Lady Destroyer.
Lady Destroyer, Lady D as I call her. Now this is somebody who, quite frankly, I expected a little bit more of in the league so far. She's been there since the very beginning as a major character from a game I finished on stream. That's something I like to do, is include characters from games I've finished in the past. Lady Dimitrescu, one of them. But I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I keep the stats around here. I'm not going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure has never actually won a match in this league. I might be wrong, but certainly not very many of them, if there are any. Somebody expected more from. You know, she's such a foreboding presence, such a big, strong lady. You'd think the squared circle would be a very adaptable environment for her, but we just haven't really seen her make the splash, make the impact that you would expect from somebody like Lady Dimitrescu. Tonight's the night to do it. All eyes on her, the opening bout singles competition against a fresh young starlet like Claire Redfield. You certainly wouldn't want to lose tonight. You wouldn't want to let a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed rookie get a big win over you in her debut. Now is the time to prove what you're capable of if you're Lady Dimitrescu, and the same obviously true for Claire. I've said it before, you can only win your first match once, and tonight is Claire's opportunity to do it. Leon just clapping. He loves her. These kids, they're such good friends. Something I'm also trying tonight, as you may have noticed, I've removed the HUD altogether, so that the little squares at the bottom that would tell you where the damage is happening, what the who has got finishers, who doesn't. I turned them off. Claire with a quick cover there. Not quite. I was talking down Lady D's ability in this game, but we know she can do more than that this early. I turned those off. I thought it could be an interesting addition to not know like who is really hurting and who's got finisher stored. That way that like if somebody hits a finisher out of the blue, it'll actually surprise us. I don't know. Could be a cool thing. Maybe we don't like it. Let me know. If you rather... Oh, what a flying knee to Lady D there. Maybe you like being able to see those things. Maybe you think it adds something. Maybe you don't. Let me know either in the chat or in the comments if you got any thoughts on the subject. We got Mr. DillyTodds in the chat. What's going on, my friend? Adam, the legend, the myth, the dream here in the chat. What's going on, my man, my brother? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Whoa, what's going on? Wow, who turned out the lights? I think it was Lady Dimitrescu. Popped up right behind her. I don't know if we've ever actually seen that happen before, but waiting for somebody to pull that spooky move. And Lady D did it tonight. Oh, dear. Now, so many people, I've seen so much deviant art about this very thing. I'm so sorry. If you have any kids watching, please turn their gaze and send them to bed, because it's only going downhill from here. Lady D is now firmly in control of this match after pulling that shadowy teleportation maneuver. Still hearing higher in intensity popping from the mic. Yeah, you know what? I was saying at the top of the stream, I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. It's kind of a shame, but I've got the mic input turned all the way down. I mean, I guess I could roll back here. I could not choke up on it so much. Maybe that'll help if I roll back here. I used to... Oh, my goodness. Hold up. Go for the 3 count. So many fantasies crushed there. Wow, Lady D has in firm control of this match. Claire is going to have to reach down deep inside of her and find that fighting spirit that we know she's got. Let me know if this sounds any better. Go for the fireman's carry. Oh, some sort of modified cutter in the middle of the ring. Is that it? It might be. No, Lady D kicks out. Yeah, let me know about the audio. Unfortunately, this is something I can really only troubleshoot when I'm live, I guess. I don't really know how else I would do it. Maybe I could try recording like videos, troubleshoot that way. Can we Indiegogo? I don't know if I don't think it is the microphone. I mean, I guess a better microphone could help theoretically. Oh, we're gonna see this again. Don't touch that dial. You're not seeing double. It's the booty cheek creek freak once more. Going for another cover. Claire with the rope break, though. Great ring awareness by the Redfield rookie. I don't know if it's the microphone, though, because his microphone, as far as I can ever tell, sounded damn fine on the PS4, you know what I mean? It's a good old Yeti mic, blue Yeti. Kind of, oh, wow, what a stunning bridge pin there. And Lady D does it. Wow. Kind of a shocking win. I think we all expected to see Claire go over. She's been going over all month, but couldn't get it done. You put a tyrant in front of her. You put a mutated behemoth in front of her. She'll take it down, no problem. But you put a big vampiric mommy in front of her, and
here is your winner, Lady Destroyer.
You want to take down a vampire mom, you got to get a moldy dad, I guess. And you see Leon, he's yelling at the fans. He's making excuses for Claire, they're besties. Trying to convince them that it wasn't her fault. Maybe it's not, you know. It's hard to come out here for the first time in front of so many people and the Who Are They theater and stand up against somebody like Lady Dimitrescu, but I'm sure Claire will be back. Leon will definitely be back, too, when we start Resident Evil 4. Oh, okay. Now, what? Hold the phone. I'm sorry. Every time I fire up this stream, the AI has been booking Rey Mysterio. I've gotten used to this. And I'm going to keep my voice at a measured, level here. But I'm about ready to yell my head off, because that is 2 Rey Mysterios in the same match, teaming up together. I've just about had it. Okay, I've got a whole other rant to go on about this game later tonight. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm sure it'll come out naturally. I've got some grievances to air about this game. What's new? But this, what do you mean to remain serious? I'm trying so hard to keep my voice right here. It's my instinct to just choke up on this mic and really holler. Oh, no. You never seen this entrance before? It's so good. Look at this. You got Ghostface with the phone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 493 pounds. The Monster.
Look at this. Ghostface is on the phone. Michael's stomping around. This is like... Who else was supposed to have this entrance? I couldn't even begin to wager a guess, because this was just handmade for these guys. Now, really scared, even though they share the namesake of a podcast very near and dear to my heart. Didn't get the win in their debut match last time we streamed this game. They did, in fact, lose to another team very near and dear to my heart, the Nasty World. And as such, they will be getting, Nasty World that is, a tag team championship match later this evening against Jay and Silent Bob. But here's a chance for Really Scared to, recuperate, redeem themselves. You see these guys on paper, you think they have no problem beating up a couple schmucks, but didn't happen last time. We'll see. And also very disturbing that Michael Myers, that's a functioning mouth, and you can see his teeth. They've made a lot of weird masks in the Halloween franchise, but I've never seen that before. If they did that, I don't know whether that would be scarier or worse off. Now, I'm really curious to see what's about to happen here. Am I hooked into the PS5? Yeah, Yeti, it's USB. It's not in the controller. It goes right in the console. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it, quite frankly, which is a shame because I actually think the input audio quality was a lot better. Come on. Surprising. What do you mean they have the same entrance? What is this? How is this possible? What is going on? How is
opponents?
Rey
Combined weight of
Mysterio's
50 pounds.
What is this?
Rey
A cereal?
Mysterio and Rey Mysterio, the Luchadors.
What do you mean, Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio? What is going on? I can't do this anymore. It is true that there are many Rey Mysterios in this game because he's the showcase subject. You got lots of different Rey Mysterios. I've never seen them in the ring at the same time, though. Well, I guess we have a debuting tag team here in the form of Rey Mysterios. Look, it's so much love there. Such chemistry. The bell hasn't even rang. I don't know what I can do about the audio. Is it any better that I'm back here? Are we peaking as easily? How is it mixed compared to the game audio? Let me know. I totally need like a guy in the chair telling me how this is working because it's a little hard to know in the moment. Still crackles at a certain threshold. Put the microphone, scoot the mic back a little bit. And I'll speak back here. I don't know if there's anything I can really do about it, which it'd be a huge shame. I don't know. I haven't tried to look up. There might be like, maybe people have talked about this on Reddit before or something. I don't know. It's weird though. Like when I listen it, like when I adjust the slider on like mic input volume, like I get room tone in it too, which never happened on the 4. Like as soon as I boot it up, I hear everything in the background, room tone. I hear me. I hear an echo. Like it's weird. I never got that on the 4. And this is a USB mic. It is what it is. But I don't think that I could use anything but a USB mic with this, other than a headset. And maybe a headset would work better. I don't know. Maybe headsets work better on the 5. I guess 5 has a whole shit ton of audio issues. Got a lot of hits. Manual gain setting 2 on the back of the mic. Let me check. I don't know. I've never had to think about it before. This probably sounds really good. Which one's the gain on the top one? Okay, I'll turn it down here. How's that sound? I think if I turn it down all the way, let's see what happens. Okay. Now it's down all the way. Tell me how that sounds. Not only did you get to tune in for WAT Championship Wrestling, you get to tune in for audio troubleshooting as one of the Rey Mysterios, one of the 2 Rey Mysterios in this match, just got powerbombed to the outside of the ring by the shape of Haddonfield Michael Myers. I hate to see that, but maybe you'd love to see that. Quite frankly, I never signed up to have 1 Rey Mysterio in this game, let alone 2, let alone 3, let alone 4, and this one might need to go back in the oven because I missed that springboard. Michael Myers gonna try one! And he hits it. How's this sound? I'm gonna actually listen in on myself. What's this sound like the game? Bring it back to normal distance for streaming. Okay, usually I go right about here. Usually kind of sit up on it a little bit. I guess I can listen to it as well. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's the main thing I'm concerned about too is also keeping it balanced with the game audio, especially this game because it gets a little noisy sometimes throughout the crowd. Give you a Mr. X? No. I'm not going to give you quite that because the kids are home and I don't want to wake any of them up. But I will get up on it and get a lot louder, like right here. I think if it's going to peak, this will peak it. Let me know if this peaks it. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way, Adam. Not that I would ever expect less, but I really appreciate helping me out here because it is a source of annoyance. Much less of a pop, but it still touches. So, I mean, maybe if I just keep it back here, and try my best not to scream my ass off. Not playing anything scary tonight, so that should be achievable, as long as the hype just doesn't get too high for me. Which it might. Ghostface with a hot tag. Whoa, Michael Myers attempting a Superman punch. And I think I do like it without the HUDs here. It is kind of nice not knowing so clinically how this is going. It makes it feel as if a match could end at any time, right? Especially because I don't have everybody's finishers memorized. Oh, what a kung fu pose! Very minimal. The Royal Rumble, the 10 Mysterios will get it to peak. I don't know how many Rey Mysterios there are total in the game. But I don't think we've seen them all. We've seen a few. I actually think it's kind of ridiculous because I feel like all these could just be separate costumes, but the game has a dozen separate Rey Mysterio characters. Even though that's really all that's functionally different is the color of his clothes and how many tattoos he's got. Alright, so this is spilled out to the outside. Michael Myers and Rey Mysterio dueling. This is, of course, the debut, I guess, of the Rey Mysterios. I mean, we know who they are. We know what they're capable of. We know what they've achieved. What's next? I guess you could almost say, at least I certainly think, if they don't win this match, then I don't really see any reason they have to come back. And again, it's also not really been up to me so far, has it? So, now that is the Rey Mysterio that I know. Going with the unalive dive, turned into a tornado DDT. All right, terrific. Tag in to Rey Mysterio. And Adam, I would love to. I'll get you a match tonight as well. Something I'd like to start doing is, so we're doing 3 cards. The first card is just kind of, we're just warming up. We'll just see what we want to see. And the second card, I'm thinking what I'll do is whoever's in chat will get a match, right? I think that's fun. And then the third card's the pay-per-view, which, obviously I curated and handpicked. So it's kind of how I want to treat the flow of these wrestling streams going forward. Drive a little intrigue, get people chatting. That would be the goal. So we'll test that out tonight. Got a lot of great matches in our main event card in the back rooms. And yes, I do mean the back rooms. Bit quiet on your phone compared to game noise. Okay, let's see if I can turn down... Oh, almost a count out there. Let's see if I can turn down game noise. This game's so fucking stupid, I bet you I can't even turn it down from this menu. Let's see. I got a whole rant to go on this game later. No, I don't see anything in here. Because I think that would be the happy medium is we figured out the mic level. We've just got to get the game audio. And I can't exit out to that menu either. Because I'm in a show. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Dude, these games suck. Okay, I'm going to get a little closer. Maybe I'll turn up the gain on mine a little bit. We'll just do what we can do. Turn it up a little bit, see. Oh, series of big strikes by Michael Myers there. Let me see how it sounds now. I'll turn up mine, so you'll hear an echo here. Test. Yeah, I could be louder, huh? I could be louder. I always struggle, even without these issues, I've always struggled to get the audio correct on this game. It's just so fucking noisy. Maybe I just turned the crowd noise all the way off. It'll just be silent. Wow, what a lariat by Michael Myers. Okay, I'll go ahead and go on my... Because this is a tag team match. It's probably not going to end anytime soon. Let me go on my 2K22 rant. Hold on. Ghostface going for the cover. Let's let this play out first before we get off our high horse. Wow. PS5 streaming service doesn't have any kind of levels adjusting. I think it would just be adjusting the output in my headset. I don't think it would change how the game actually sounds to you on stream. I think it would just change how it sounds in my headset. Like, I could get to that setting. But I don't think it would change how it sounds to you. I don't know. Could be wrong about that. Because, like, if I wasn't streaming it, then I could just, like, turn it down. You know what I mean? But I think for how it sounds to you, I have to go into the game settings to change that. I don't know. This game's fucking stupid. So, I got a PS5. We established this. Very excited, very happy, very grateful, very spoiled to have this. My big new toy. And so, you know, I was carrying over and transferring all my game data, my save data from the 4 to the 5, and it was a pretty seamless process. Until I got to this game. Because I got everything transferred over, I got my profile uploaded, signed in, games installed, I was ready to go, I was juicing some Fortnite, and I said, let me boot up 2K. Hold on, Rey Mysterio #1, going for the pin, here comes #2. Oh, and Ghostface just barely kicks out. What's your favorite scary movie, folks? I'll tell you, this might be Ghostface, and it's Rey Mysterio stalking him from the top rope. Oh, beckoning to him even. So I boot up this game. Oh, big counter. Oh, into the cutter. Incredible. Is that a finisher? Just a firm right hand, a confident right hand from Ghostface. How does this sound right now? I'm going to test it out. Hold on. Okay, you can't hear me, but it's peaking again. Oh my god, this is so annoying. It can never be so simple, right? It's always fucking something on this stream. Pig Moose Haas juicing Fortnite. That's a smoothie flavor. Yeah, it's a. Oh fuck! I don't know what you call that. Some sort of GTS maneuver. It's my G Fuel flavor. I got sponsored. Juicing Fortnite. What's going on, Big Moose? Can't wait. Big Moose got a match tonight. He called out Kevin Smets, the Smasher, on Twitter. And I said, well, don't you know, Moose Haas, he's in a tag team. So is Kevin Smets. Sounds like we got a tag team match, and you'll see that in the back rooms in the main event card later tonight. Can't wait to see that. How you doing, Moose? Great to see you. Competed against Moose in some Spy Kids trivia recently. Rey Mysterio going for the pin. So close, but not quite. Over on the Last American Heroes over on YouTube, Benny and Moose Bar trivia. Keeping the spirit of the Schmodown alive better than anybody else. The best of the game. Hold up. Rey Mysterio #1. Dial up to 619. Very interesting. These guys aren't quite Rey Mysterio, are they? They, like, know all the moves, but the tempo's not. Like, what is this? This is weird. Oh, but far be it from me to say I know what's going on, because he got the job done, and the Rey Mysterios just won their debut match, so I guess, we haven't seen the last of them. I was going to say they're, like, each half of a Rey Mysterio, and combined they make a whole, and maybe I'm still right about that. Here they come. What a celebration.
And Rey Mysterio, the Luchador.
Why? Why is this happening? Why is any of this happening? Oh, they love it. They do it all for the big Luchador in the sky. We love that. Great job, fellas. An instant classic. The people love it. They love seeing Rey Mysterio 2 times. 2 for the price of 1. Great job. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah. Big Moose Haas, Last American Heroes over on YouTube. Competed in some Finstock Exchange Reunion Spy Kids trivia. And it was a lot of fucking fun. It's just so great to get the gang back together. And for some reason, compete over really intense Spy Kids trivia. Go find that on YouTube. I can't recommend it enough. I like to say I did pretty good, all things considered. I'm a little rusty, but I still did pretty good. Matt in the chat as well. What's going on, my friend? I guess we'll have to get a Matt Thomas match tonight. I'm not complaining. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in, sir. Adam's been trying to help me figure out these audio issues. Oh, this one's fun. These audio issues all night. Yeah, I was saying earlier, whoever pops up in the chat, I'll try and get them a match tonight. So, Matt's in the chat. He's wrestling tonight. I like it. Maybe we'll get Matt versus Adam. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can cook up later. Now, here's a match to be excited about. Speaking of cooking, speaking of juicing Fortnite, here's a guy I've been waiting to see debut for a while. He's actually been in the game for quite some time. That is, of course, Colin Morris, the man they once called the Mouth of the South. A Fortnite legend, carried us to many of a victory. Tonight doesn't have to carry anybody but himself down to the ring for a debut match. And what an opponent we found for him. Let me get some water here, my friends. Here he comes. Colin Morris, long overdue in-ring debut here. Maybe the attire looks familiar, maybe it doesn't. You tell me what I was going for. Just a great guy. A great podcaster.
The following contest,
a great Fortnite player.
For one fall,
a legend.
His way to the ring from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, the Mouth of the South.
There it is.
Colin Morris.
There it is. Here he goes. Colin Morris looking to make a big debut tonight. Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling jazzed up. Terrific. And he's got his work cut out for him, I'll admit. He's going to think I had something against him, like I had a slight when I picked this match. But I didn't. I just thought it was time for Bane to make another appearance. Yeah, Matt figured it out. He figured out what we were going with. Colin's aesthetic here. And he's in the man. This happens sometimes. It's like their wrestling avatar it comes out and then they just appear in the chat. This happens sometimes. There's some sort of weird ritual that occurs here because Colin Morris is in the chat. And I'm so glad you're here to see your own debut match. Now, Colin, I swear I wasn't trying to do anything to you by booking you against Bane here. I just thought it was high time that Bane got another match. Bane, who very narrowly escaped full-on deletion several streams ago. And the deletion battle royal, we had all these characters who just hadn't debuted yet, and I said, I'm sick of them taking up space. All 8 of them are going to wrestle each other, and the winner gets to stay. And Bane defeated all 7 of them, and they were all deleted. They're gone. They're never coming back. Bane remains the masked mercenary, and this is his proper singles debut now. As a result, as a consequence, as a prize, you choose. And there's no knowing what's going on behind that mask. We just saw 2 luchadors, 2 beloved luchadors in the form of Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio. Now it's time for a not-so-beloved luchador. The man who broke the back. Could he break the Colin? I sure hope not. I gain nothing in seeing that. So we're hoping for a nice, clean fight here. We're hoping for a strong debut from Colin Morris, who is in chat to watch this with his own eyes. We would hate to see anything go poorly while he's sitting in the front row seat. And thanks for tuning in, Colin. So great to have you. Apologies. I'm going to be probably saying this all night, but apologies for my microphone if it's peaking, if it sounds bad, if you can't hear me. We've been troubleshooting all night. The microphone input on the PlayStation 5 is kind of weird. And a little more troublesome than it was on the PS4. It's like the only thing I could possibly complain. I'm not even going to say I can complain about it. It just is a thing. I'm not going to complain about this PlayStation 5. No, sir. But, okay, here's what I will complain about. I was starting to complain about this game as Bane puts Colin Morris here in some sort of Walls of Jericho-esque maneuver, some sort of Boston Crab, perhaps. Colin Morris, very crafty, very quick, rolls him up. No, not yet. It's going to take more than that to put Bane down, I fear. I was beginning my rant earlier about importing my games and such to the PS5. And then I booted up this game, and I said, okay, let's check the universe mode, let's start getting things cooking, let's get them prepped, we're going to stream this soon. Nothing. Oh, is that a spear? Nothing. It didn't say continue. It said new. Start a new game. There was no save data for this. I panicked because obviously I put a lot of fucking work into this game. And I'm like, what do you mean the save didn't transfer? And I went as far as completely reset my PS5, removed all my save data, games, yada yada, completely reset it, thinking that somehow this game's save data just didn't transfer in the initial move. So I went through the whole song and dance again, transferred all the PS4 stuff over to the PS5, got everything set up once more. I even lost some Resident Evil 2 save data because I was playing it on the PS5. Started this game up. Once again, nothing. No save data. And apparently, so when you boot up PS5 and you have a game that exists on the PS4 and the PS5, when you go to install it, it'll ask, do you want to install the PS4 version or the PS5 version? Well, logically, I'm going to pick the fucking PS5 version every single time. I was actually quite excited about it because I thought maybe some of the performance issues with this game might get resolved in the PS5 version. I don't know if that's true. But apparently, hold up, Bane going for the cover. Wow! Wow, I barely even got to commentate on that match, and now it's over. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Colin Bane. Oh, what's going on here? Superstar picks up a huge victory here tonight. I think we're going to watch this one of the two cutscenes this game plays in universe mode. I don't think his opponent is very happy about losing here, Colin. I don't know. What do you think? You happy or you sad about this? Bane has prevailed once more. It's a shame. You might be stuck in a rivalry with them. This is one of the two cutscenes that this game plays in universe mode. One of my other gripes about this game. And then it never leads to anything ever. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. But anyway, I guess you can only transfer save data to the PS4 version of this game and not the PS5 version of this game. So I had to install the PS4 version of this game onto my PS5. That's the only way I could access the save data. So we're still playing the same old broken-ass version of this game as always. That's how it's always going to have to be. I don't know if that's a common issue with this. All I know is when I did the same thing with Resident Evil 2, it transferred seamlessly to the PS5 version. So I could enjoy all the graphical upgrades and such of moving on up to the PS5 upgrade. Not this. And I don't know. The PS5 version of this might suck. I wouldn't doubt it. Because I think 2K is just like the most fucking incompetent game developer in the industry as far as like AAA developers go. They just make such like fundamentally broken shitty games and just sell them, and they don't fix anything, and they don't fix it between releases. Like 2K23 has a ton of issues. I'm just tired of it. I love streaming this. We have so much fun with this, but I also kind of like hate it. It was such a shame. I don't know. It was a bummer to get a PS5 and then have to install the dummy PS4 version of this game. I thought maybe we were free of it. Anyway, what'd you say up here, Adam? Oh, man, I got to tweet this out. I got to see if our boy is online so he doesn't miss his debut. One thing I'm seeing a fair bit is trying to run the headset through the controller, and sometimes popping audio gets fixed by controller resets. Don't see much in... I can't plug this into the controller. Adam lost to someone way less cool than Bane. Yeah, you lost to Jacob Lee? Was that his name? From Callisto Protocol? Jacob Lee? He is less cool than Bane. That's all 2K games because the two versions are made on different softwares. Well, it's dumb. It's dumb. They're dumb. Get with it. I don't know. I'm just saying Capcom managed to pull it off with the game they put out in 2019. I don't see why 2K couldn't do it. I don't know. I just think 2K sucks. They just make shitty, broken games. That's why I probably will never get 2K23. I don't know if I'll ever buy another WWE game after this one. I think, and this was the one they took a year off to make. Instead of, because they pump these out every year, they took, I don't think there's a 2K21, because I think they took a year off to make this. Because their reputation sucked and these games have been so bad. Let me tweet this out. Look at Johnny Silverhand.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 173 pounds.
Johnny Silverhand from Tampa?
Johnny Silva.
I don't remember if that's true. I don't remember if they said that in Cyberpunk. 2K is a steaming pile of horse shit. They're a laughing stock. S1E8, go off, King. Also, thank you for the follow, Colin Morris. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. I think they would have, like, I would have to see, like, such a clear improvement between releases to ever probably buy one of these games again. Also because I'm obviously very committed to, look at him go. I'm very committed to this copy specifically because of what we've all created on it. Wow, look at Johnny Silverhand. I actually really liked, speaking of shitty games that don't work, I actually really liked Cyberpunk once it was playable. Here he comes. The highly anticipated debut of one FeaturedFilms. Let's give FeaturedFilms a shout out in the chat. I hope he does get to see this. Featured
and his opponent
Films
from Akron, Ohio.
Akron?
At 243 pounds, the superstar, Joe.
Here he comes. FeaturedFilms, a friend and great supporter of the channel, making his in-ring debut here. I highly suggest you follow him here on good old twitch.tv. Streaming a new RPG. I think it's Honkai Star Roll, if I got that right. Do I remember that correctly? Also doing Fortnite, a lot of just chatting and reaction streams. Has a great YouTube channel as well. I recommend you find him, you follow him, subscribe. Love him, cherish him, and cheer him on tonight because he is going one-on-one with Johnny Silverhand, who has wrestled in this league before. I think he's picked up a win here and there, but not somebody we've seen a lot of, so a win tonight could mean a hell of a lot to him in his future career here in the squared circle of WATCW. But here it goes. FeaturedFilms, who, of course, I don't think I need to give you any clues as to what his attire is inspired by. Why did I go that way? Because he said he wanted his finisher to be the Stone Cold Stunner. Sometimes it's as simple as that. You just never know when you sit down. I actually never do know. When I sit down to recreate somebody that I actually know, I never know what I'm going to go with in terms of their visual style and such, but I decided FeaturedFilms was going to go with the old Texas Rattlesnake inspired attire, and I hope he approves when he sees this. I thought it came out pretty good, all things considered. That being said, Johnny Silverhand taking control of this match tonight. Let's see, I'm going to do a quick audio check for myself again, because I'm just so paranoid about this. How does it sound? Let's see. Okay, so you can hear me all right. I'm going to try to peek the mic again. Let me see. Hold on. Peek it out! Peekaboo! You can hear me all right. I'm going to try to peek the mic again. Let me see. Peek it out! Peekaboo! That sounds terrible, doesn't it? I don't know what we're going to do about that. I wonder if it works better on a headset, but then I feel like the audio quality will be worse if it's on a headset, unless I get like a really big juicer edition. I don't know. Such a shame, man. It can never be too easy, right? I've had so many trials and tribulations trying to do this stream. Wow, that was almost it right there. Johnny Silverhand taking control of the match, and the FeaturedFilms is going to pick up a win in his in-ring debut, which I may remind you, can only do that one time. He is going to need to pick it up and get in the zone, but Johnny Silverhand with a huge springboard moonsault. Yeah, we're going to have to figure out this audio thing. I don't know what else we can do, but it's one thing to control the volume of my voice on this. It's a whole other one. I'm playing those scary games. Especially, I got something planned for Saturday night. A rare Saturday night special where the volume is going to be uncontrollable. I just thought of that. That's going to be a problem. Johnny Silverhand going for the pin here. Didn't get it. FeaturedFilms kicks out. And all we can really say is FeaturedFilms is surviving here. Not really thriving, but he's staying alive. If he could just maybe reverse a move here. maybe roll out of the ring, catch his breath, but he needs to help. He needs to shift the momentum of this match. It's such a shame when you make your friends into wrestlers and you get all excited and you tell them, watch the stream, and you tweet it and you tag them in it, and then they tune in. Let's change the camera angle on that, all right? Oh, let's put him in a cyberpunk crossface maneuver here. Is FeaturedFilms going to tap out? The rope is right there. Come on, Films. Come on, FF. Ooh, and he just powers out of it. Doesn't need the rope. Powers out of it. Breaks out of it. And here we go. This is what I was talking about. We need a true momentum shift. And FeaturedFilms is going to put this dub in the record book. What do we think this is? Where's he taking him? To the outside. Whoa, shades of Michael Myers there with a huge power bomb to the outside. And FeaturedFilms is going up top. Oh, what was that? Would you call that an elbow drop? Not sure what you call that, but he hit it. And that's what's most important. And now he is firmly in the driver's seat. He's in the driver's seat. He's playing Gran Turismo. And now he is capable of becoming a professional race car driver. That is, of course, the actual plot of the Gran Turismo movie coming out later this year, which I clowned on a lot on Twitter when I saw the trailer for it. And apparently it's like a true story. I guess that actually happened to somebody. Crowd is purely just paralyzed in anticipation at what could happen here in the singles match. See, that's the kind of thing I was hoping. We would boot this game up on PS5, we'd install it on PS5, and maybe the crowd would move around. I was hoping it'd get something like that. Wasn't hoping for anything too drastic. Wasn't hoping for an amazing graphics overhaul. I was just kind of hoping the crowd would move around. Oh, and FeaturedFilms has been busted open by the Samurai Rockstar Johnny Silverhand, getting personal, and it's turning into an all-out brawl, less of a wrestling match. Here on the outside, everybody's playing it cool. Everybody's just chilling, though. It's like these competitors are two T-Rexes, and everybody in the crowd doesn't want to get noticed by them! What a dive! Everybody in the crowd, of course, remembers the iconic Dr. Alan Grant's words, their vision's based on movement, so they think if I just stay completely still, they won't come after me. And it is working so far. I don't know if our competitors know there are any people in the crowd because they are still as statues. The graphics are better. I'm sure the graphics are better, but we'll never see that demonstrated on this stream because I would have to start all over. Here's what I would have to do, realistically. If I wanted to play this on the PS5 version, if I want to play this, WATCW, I would have to take everything I've ever made for this game. The superstars, the arenas, the titles, all the images I've uploaded. I would have to take all that stuff and one by one, upload it to the community server on this game. It doesn't sound that hard, but there's a lot of stuff, and it takes quite a while to upload anything to the community space. It also tends to freeze and crash the game when you try. So this would take so long. And then I would have to install the PS5 version. And then I would have to download all those elements again. Every single one by one, which is also something that tends to freeze and crash this game. And then I'd have to rebuild this universe mode from scratch to play it on the PS5 version. And I gotta tell you, I'm just not willing to do all that. The graphics... Oh, you're saying the visual quality. So that makes sense. That's because the PS5 can stream... Oh, FeaturedFilm Stunner! Hold on, straight from Akron, Ohio! Let's go, Zips! Drags him to the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. Come on! Oh! 2.90 count for Johnny Silverhand, who just wiggles out of it and says, I'm not done yet. I want to get a win tonight. I want to progress in this league. I want to play again. I want a title shot. And, I mean, he would make a huge statement. Starting here against FeaturedFilms, who is just gushing blood. Not unlike Brock Lesnar the other night on pay-per-view was that? Backlash in Puerto Rico, which is a terrific show, fantastic show. The PS5 can stream in 1080p, 60 frames a second. A second stunner! A second stunner! Every time I talk about the graphical fidelity of the PlayStation 5, FeaturedFilms hits that stunner, and the fans want more, but I don't think they're going to get it, because I think this is going to be enough, folks. And it is. Big bad FeaturedFilms. Oh, hell yeah. I probably peaked the mic. Making his eruptive in-ring debut here tonight against Johnny Silverhand. You see him wearing the crimson mask, and he fought through it, and he did the impossible. Oh, what an awesome win for this young man. Hey, look, it's the other one of the 2 cutscenes this game lets us watch. Is this a real handshake or a fake one? It's a real one, and I absolutely love this. Maybe you should take a page out of that kid's book in your career, Corey. Great sportsmanship. Terrific. Here's one of the other cutscenes. This won't go anywhere. I would have hit him in the mouth. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the long-term implications of this. It will never go anywhere because Universe Mode is very broken, even on the PS5. He's shaking that silver head. Load times are quicker too. Yeah, so here's what I keep trying to say, and the FeaturedFilms just keep beating ass in the middle of it. So yes, the PS5 can stream in 1080p, 60 frames a second. The PS4 cannot do that. It can only stream in 720. So yes, you are correct. The visual quality of the stream does look better, and I'm glad you said so. I'm glad that you're perceiving that. Also, I have the PS5 camera, which also streams in HD, whereas I don't know what resolution the PS4 camera streamed in, but yeah, these elements are better, but the graphics I would assume would also be better on the PS5 version of the game. I don't know. I don't need to harp on it much longer. And yes, you're right, the load times are better too, but you would hope so. Even though it is the PS4 version of the game, we could still rely on the improved hardware of the PS5. And I am hoping maybe the game is less buggy. I was messing around in here earlier today getting things ready, and I was doing some things that would normally make this game crash, and it didn't crash. So I think we are still enjoying the enhanced and improved hardware capabilities still on this game, but it's just a shame to not take it even further and play the PlayStation 5 version, you know? But I don't know, the PlayStation 5 version could have its own set of issues, right? The grass is always greener. I'm going to stop harping on this. I'm going to stop complaining on this. I just could never get this out when I was playing Resident Evil 2. Wrestling streams are much easier to just kind of like vent and speak your mind and go on a tirade. So, I'm moving on. Okay, we don't need to keep complaining. No one likes to listen to people complain, right? You don't, I don't, and here I am doing it. So let's move on to the last match of this card, which wait, what is this? Chris Anthony Lopez, 1-on-3 tag. What is this? And you got, wait, who is that? Wait, who? Wait. Who is that? Nasty World? Wait, what the fuck? Why are they dressed like that? Who's that? On the left. Now, I know that being the third member of Nasty World, but who's that? Who is that? Wait, is this a match? What is this? A 1-on-3 tag? Who booked this? This is a match? I mean, here comes Chris Anthony Lopez. I don't know what's going on here. And I mean, we haven't seen this a Chris singles entrance in a long time because he's been obviously in the Kids of Heart with Dick Muhlbach. They've been tearing up the teams division. 2-time teams champions.
The following contest is a 3-on-1 handicap match.
What is going on?
Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 191 pounds, perfect 10, Chris Anthony Lopez.
I mean, he's coming out here for a match. The announcer's talking about it that way, but I don't. Did he hear what he said? Like, what's going on? A 3-on-1? I mean, he's showing up to perform as he always does, but a little confused on what we're actually about to watch here. I don't remember booking no 3-on-1 tag match. I mean, the whole thing's gone rogue. We've got Rey Mysterio's all across the multiverse closing in, and we've got, what is this? NWO. Wait a minute.
And his opponents at a combined weight
Nasty World Order.
68 pounds. The NWO.
The Nasty World Order? Folks, I didn't quite parse it on the loading screen, but I know exactly who that is in the middle. That's Nick Muhlbach. That's the other half of the Kids at Heart. That's Chris Anthony Lopez's teammate and brother-in-arms. Nick Muhlbach, flanked by Rick the Ranger Raddus and the Seaman Demon. The Nasty World Order? You're telling me that Nick Muhlbach is the third member of Nasty World? I mean, what the hell is this? I've been getting messages and videos all week about the Nasty Surprise, and this is... What the hell is this? Rick Raddus got a dye job? I'm shocked. I'm speechless. I can only imagine how the personality feels on the outside of the ring. That's Nick Muhlbach, his teammate, who he's gone to war with alongside of so many times in this ring, in this league. And he's coming down here tonight with the Nasty World? Oh my God. Son of a bitch. This is a match? This is a match? We're going to ring the bell? There's a referee in the ring? What is this? A 3-on-1 handicap match? And Chris starting off great. I mean, I don't even know where to start. Chris is starting off fantastically, and we expect nothing less, but Nick Muhlbach steps in and breaks up the pin. I don't know how Chris can even compose himself right now, let alone compete. I'm shook. I mean, I understand Nick's got a history with the other two guys in the corner there. I'd go as far as call them friends as well. I thought Chris was friends with them. I mean, what is all this? We've seen the Kids at Heart compete against the Nasty World before. They put an absolute clinic in a TLC. I mean, what do you mean he's on their side? And how is this a match? Chris is taking control of it. Look. I don't want to understand what he's doing here because that was an incredible high top rope maneuver. Hooks the leg on the Seaman Demon, but here comes Nick Muhlbach once again breaking it up. Oh! And Chris taking it to his former partner. I don't know what's going on here, but I can tell you this. Chris is not going down without a fight, and that's the first thing to not surprise me here. Demon tags out to the Rager, and they got matching outfits. I mean, what is this? And Chris is fighting him off these rabid dogs, looking for blood. He's fighting them off. He's fighting for his life out here. I mean, you want to call this a nasty surprise? It sure is. Not least of all on me. But you know what? We're going to talk about surprises. I think these jackasses in the Nasty World Order are getting a big one because this is not shaping up to be the beatdown that I think they probably counted on. I mean, who graded this? A 3-on-1 handicap match. There's a referee out there. Ring announcers, you know, on the outskirts, calling it all like it's any other match. But here you go. Let's not sell it. Oh, Rager showing off like he's doing something great. Oh, and here it goes. He tags in Nick Muhlbach, who's getting put up, and the Fireman's personality TKO. You gotta be kidding me. I don't think this is transpiring like anyone expected. Chris is putting the beating on Nick. Chris looked ready when he came out here, and maybe he was. I don't... fucking dastardly Nick Muhlbach puts him in this calf crusher, and he fights out of it. I think my PS5 is in its early stages of ascending as an AI. Maybe I've been hearing so much about ChatGPT ruining the world. Look out, my PlayStation 5 is right behind it. Chris hooks the leg again. Here comes the Semen Demon. Breaks it up. I mean, this is a hell of a fight. And if I'm a betting guy, I think Chris might just pull this out. I'm flabbergasted. I mean, let's not undersell it here. This man was one half of the most dominant tag team of all time. And maybe we're learning he was more than one half of it. Maybe he was carrying the whole damn thing on his back the way he's taking it to the NWO, even having time to gloat about it. Drawing a line in the sand. I gotta wonder if Nick Muhlbach's got regrets, reservations. But what's happened here tonight? Hooks the leg, middle of the ring. And here comes the Rager. Now he's taking it to the Rager. Distraction gives Nick Muhlbach enough time to get up. But he puts him on his back just as easily. I don't know what is going on. Look how broad he is. Jesus Christ, they call him the personality for a reason. I mean, I still don't know what is going on. Nick's betrayed him. The kids at heart are done. Nasty World Order's in session now, but so far Chris has been doing a hell of a job. Oh, wait a minute. He got distracted. Hits the Muhlbach Clash. What do you mean, winner? I'm sorry, but what do you mean, winner?
Here are your winners, the NWO.
Folks, I don't know what the hell is going on here. What do you mean, winner? Did you see a pinfall? Did you see a submission? What happened there? Did they just knock Chris Anthony Lopez out cold? What is going on? Very good. By whose standards? Very good by whose standards? Who set this up? What is going... Somebody sent the ref out there who called the result of the match long before it was over, as far as I could tell. Chris was taking them all to task. Gets distracted. Nick hits the Muhlbach special, and it's done. No cover, no submission. Guys at ringside, introducing him. He got the notes. Now, I didn't get the notes. Well, clearly, I don't know what's going on. Clearly, this game is out of my control at this point. I don't know what happened when transferring over to the PS5, but clearly control is no longer in my hands. I've cherished, I've relished the fact that we live in a nasty world before, but it doesn't feel so good right now, folks. Nick Muhlbach has betrayed Chris Anthony Lopez. Nick Muhlbach has broken up the most dominant tag team we've ever seen in the Kids at Heart to join Rick Raddus and the Semen Demon. And together the trio form the Nasty World Order. I don't think Nick is the third member. I think Nick, looking at what I'm seeing here, I think Nick has been the leader the entire time. We've been duped. We've been fooled. And God damn it, it turns my stomach. I have half a mind to cut the stream off right now. I can barely stand to look at this. I'm moving on. God damn it all. God damn that dastardly Nick Muhlbach. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, this is a family show. I just can't. I can't comprehend what we've seen. I don't understand why it happened. And I don't have to like it. I can't do anything about it, but I sure as hell don't have to like it, and neither do you. Let's move on to the next card. Kids at Heart are done? After everything they've accomplished, after everything they've achieved, after how much they've inspired us, the Kids at Heart are just done. Nasty World Order, NWO, it's so cheap. What the fuck? I'm gonna move on. To the next card here. Let's see what the AI is cooking. I'm almost afraid to look. Based on the pure chicanery we bore witness to already in this stream. I mean, we've only going an hour here. Let's see what we've got here. We can make some changes if we want to. We can get Adam a match. We can get Matt a match. Rampaige Frabetti versus Catwoman. That's fun. We're going to see Rampaige Frabetti later tonight, though. Doesn't necessarily have to go twice. Maybe we'll let her. Ooh, Slick Nick Head Ripper Joe. I don't dislike that. Ted Lasso versus the Lone Survivor. Oh, look at this. We don't have to give Matt a match. He's got one. Oh, Nacho Libre versus Randy Robinson. I feel like we've seen this before. Haven't we seen this already? I always love having Nacho compete, but I feel like we've seen it. Nacho will compete, but we'll have somebody else go. Okay, I like these matches. We could use some women's action. The area wasn't cooking too much on this. Let's edit this one. Let's do Adam versus the Lone Survivor, because the Lone Survivor actually got a big win, I believe, last time we went live. I don't remember against who. But let's put DillyTodds in there. Sorry, I'm still getting over this nasty World Order bullshit. What did we say? DillyTodds. Matt's got a match. Let's find a better opponent for Nacho Libre. Who we got in here? Custom. Who's somebody we haven't seen? We could do Bane. He won recently. Oh, shit. You know what? Okay. I don't think this guy's wrestled here before. He's been in the game for a long time. Look, here we go. A good old Gotham City bookend. Rampage and Catwoman, Nacho and Batman. You know, a classic. A tale as old as time. Batman's been in the game a really long time too. He was almost in the Deletion Battle Royal. And I said, you know what? No, I think we can justify Batman being on the roster. And the AI the AI will do a lot of things, but Book Batman's not one of them. So we took destiny into our own hands. Okay, there we go. We got Adam a match. We got Matt a match. We got Batman a match. Fuck, man. I'm gonna get some water here. I don't get it. I don't understand. Even the wacky inflatable waving arm tube man can't console me today. Because not only are we living in a nasty world, but it appears evident we've been in one the entire time. To me, it's always like this. Where are we tonight? Bremen, Germany. Wow, we really are on our European tour. Can't wait to see where the Backrooms is taking place in. It's sort of a non-corporeal liminal space. Can't wait to see where they've settled the Backrooms in. All right, here we go. This is an interesting match. Rampaige Frabetti, who will be getting a championship title match later tonight against Becky the Wreck Raddus. Ordinarily when people have title matches, I kind of let them take the rest of the night off, rest up, train, and, not to interrupt their momentum, because here's something interesting. Can you imagine if you have something like a title match against Becky the Wreck coming up? Oh Oh, no. Chris tweeted at me. Oh no, he sent me a bunch of sad emojis. And he sent me the Riddler. I feel that way too, Chris. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Gabriel Pereira 619 first time chatter coming in to say Rey Mysterio 619. Very true. And I've been saying that. So true. Go off. Go off, King. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so sorry, Chris. Coming in from Brazil. We're broadcasting in Germany, but we've got a chatter in Brazil. Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in.
From Boston, Massachusetts,
here comes the Boston Badass. Rampaige Frabetti, like who I was saying earlier, will have a championship match tonight. Oh, no. Here he is. I'm so sorry. Chris, I was as shocked and as disgusted as anybody. I don't understand what's going on tonight. There are Rey Mysterio's appearing out of the shadows, and we were here for a nasty surprise. That's how it was. That's how it was announced to us. That's what we expected. And it was even nastier and even more surprising than even I could have expected. Hollywood Nick Muhlbach turned his back on the kids at heart to join the nasty World Order. You know what? I'm going to say this right now. Meow. And then I'm going to say this.
And from New York, Selena.
We've established when people come in the chat, I want to give them matches. We got another card after this. The Backrooms pay-per-view. Chris, I'm going to give you a chance because you're right. I don't know if you saw the match, Chris. Adam's right. Chris, you were absolutely destroying it. 3-on-1 handicap. Who had the handicap? I couldn't tell because you were wiping the floor with all three of those fucking degenerates. And the match, it was bizarre. You got hit with the Muhlbach clash, and the match just ended. No pin, no submission, just ended. Shit was rigged. So I'm going to give Chris a chance at true vengeance tonight. In the Backrooms, I'm adding a match to the pay-per-view. 1-on-1. Chris Anthony Lopez versus Hollywood Nick Muhlbach. Book it. It's happening tonight. I'm still the commissioner of this show, goddammit. I'm not gonna let the show get away from me. I'm not gonna let you know what? I've tolerated the Rager shit for so long. I'm not letting him get away with something like this. I'm not letting Hollywood Nick Muhlbach get away with it. I'm not letting the Seaman Demon get away with it, okay? 1-on-1 tonight. Chris Anthony Lopez, the personality of this league, still, is competing against Nick Muhlbach tonight in singles action in the Backrooms. Book it, brother. That's right, Chris. You're going to see that traitor in the ring tonight. You're going to get a chance at vengeance after you put a pure whooping on the NWO tonight. You whoop their asses. So I don't want to hear. I'm gonna vet the ref. I'm gonna vet the commentary team, the ring announcer. I'm gonna vet every person in the stands at the Backrooms. Catwoman's beating the shit out of Rampaige Frabetti. What is this madness? We got MrEliMac in the chat. What's going on, friend? Man, Eli, I wish you got in here like 5 minutes earlier. We would have booked you, my friend. But thank you for tuning in. What is the madness of Nick turning against Chris? Does Chris need a partner to go up against Nick and whoever? Whoever! Okay, I'm not going to get offended on Rick Raddus' behalf, okay? Because, you know what? I've had enough. That sleazy, slimy shitbag. It's the NWO. It's the Nasty World Order, apparently. The three of them. EliMac will be in Chris's corner. Interesting. Okay, that's an interesting bid. I'll field that to Chris, who is in chat tonight. I'll field that to him. Because if I could guess anything tonight, just based on how it's going, I got a feeling if Hollywood Muhlbach's coming out there, I got a feeling the Nasty World will be in tow. So maybe Chris wants a little backup. Maybe he wants EliMac in his corner. Not a bad choice. We'll get there. We'll get to the Backrooms when we get there, because we're going to see Rampaige Frabetti there no matter what. But something I was trying to say earlier is, can you imagine if she comes in here and loses in singles against Catwoman? She's still going to get that title match, but that'll just be disastrous for her momentum, you have to think. And you know Becky the Wreck's got to be watching this. I'm curious about Becky the Wreck. Where's she falling in this? Because she's been real buddy-buddy with the Rager lately. Where's she come in here? We'll figure that out later. Big elbow to Catwoman. The Boston Badass. Knows she's got a lot to prove here tonight. She's been on a bit of a run, bit of a streak since Really Mania. That's what earned her the championship match later tonight. Can she keep it going? You gotta hope so. Catwoman, I'm not sure if that's somebody we've seen in singles. And it's one of these characters I just kind of put in the game at the start. I said, I don't know. I need some wrestlers. How about Catwoman? Kind of the same way Batman got into this game. We'll see him compete later tonight, too. Ooh, close to fall there for Rampage. And there we go, folks. I see it in the chat. It wouldn't hurt to have some backup tonight. We'll make it official. Tonight in the back rooms, Chris Anthony Lopez will be flanked by the Honorable MrEliMac when he takes on Hollywood Nick Muhlbach in singles competition. I assume the Nasty World will be in his corner as well. Catwoman with the cover. Wait a minute! I can't fucking believe this game tonight. Did you see that? Did you guys see that? I wonder if the replay is going to catch it. It's not, because I don't know. The replay's off now. Kyle. Is this a cutscene? What's happening? Rampage had the rope. That was a rope break. Where was the ref looking? Rampage grabbed the rope, which should have broken up the pin. The ref kept counting, and Selena Kyle just got a victory. I'm not going to hold that against Rampage Frabetti, considering she has a title match tonight. I mean, she did everything she was supposed to do. Who's paying these people? I can't rely on anybody tonight. Here we go. Now here's somebody else who's got a match in the back rooms. Slick Nick Harley, that's your reigning defending Twitch champion. And I don't know if you've been following the drama on Twitter, but a lot of strong words traded between him and Mr. Money in the Bank, the Dynasty. David Campbell going back and forth. They actually hosted our first ever contract signing between both of them to seal that match in ink. And it will actually be, for the first time ever, the Twitch title match will be main eventing a stream. Usually the world title goes last, but just this is boiling over. The tension is palpable, and the drama is very, very real. And Nick Harley and David Campbell, that's a rematch years in the making from their days in the FCL. Nick won that match, of course, famously, eventually graduating to the movie Trivia Schmodown. And David Campbell, unfortunately, never got a rematch. He's going to get that match tonight when he cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase and gets a shot at Nick's Twitch Championship. And speaking of which, here comes the Twitch champion, who, by the way, I'm sure will be giving me a call about having to wrestle twice in one night. I'm sure he's going to want to get paid twice as much, too. Here he comes. And that's the main event prize tonight, folks.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland?
At 224 pounds. The World Internet Pro Wrestling Champion, Nick Harvey.
Here he comes, your reigning defending Twitch champion. Someone I'm a great fan of. I have no hesitance in admitting that, though I'm also a great fan of David Campbell. We'll get into that when we get into that, because tonight, right now, this very moment, Nick's not putting that belt on the line, though he's going to still show it off just as much. But he's got his work cut out for him. He's got a hell of a challenger in the form of Mr. Head Ripper Joe, who I'm not sure we've seen much of since Really Mania, after he unfortunately lost in a big monster triple threat to Jack Frost. But here comes Head Ripper Joe.
And his opponent from your darkest fears.
Ain't that the truth?
Weighing in at 436 pounds, Headhunter Joe.
So here comes Head Ripper Joe. You know, another one of these guys who's chased me around and terrorized me on this stream many a time. We'll see another one of them tonight when Mr. X enters the back rooms. But you know what? I'll say this. He came in like a lightning bolt early on in this league, put Jimmy Hopkins in the hospital, but Head Ripper Joe not looked all that intimidating ever since. I'm not even sure that he's won another match since then. He, of course, lost at WrestleMania. I think he took an L to somebody else as well. Forgive me for not remembering, but for somebody as horrifying, intimidating, nightmarish as Head Ripper Joe, size difference is noticeable. That's all I'm saying. It's noticeable. As much as you would count Nick out in a matchup like this, Head Ripper Joe has had a little trouble keeping that momentum. And likewise, can you imagine what a win against the reigning Twitch champion would mean for him? I mean, the implications of that are just massive. And again, just like Rampaige Frabetti, Nick loses his match, doesn't change a thing later tonight. He will still be the Twitch champion, and he will defend that belt against David Campbell, who's also got to be watching in the back. He's got to be loving this. He's got to be loving this. Imagine you're going to wrestle Nick Harley later this evening for his championship belt, and he's out here getting roughed up by an absolute blood-stained behemoth. I mean, you got to love that. And David Campbell was so charitable, so honorable as to announce ahead of time that he was cashing in on Nick Harley. You know, he could cash in right after this match, really, if he wanted to. He's free to do that per the guidelines of the contract. He could cash in any time. He could cash in right now if he wanted to, but instead he announced far ahead of time. He said, "You know what, Nick? I'm going to give you weeks advance notice that I'm cashing this in, and I'm going to get a title shot fair and square, no cheap tricks." But then this happens. Now, I know in the game, you know, it's not the same night. Nick will have time to go home, recoup, heal up, watch some TV. He loves TV. But this is not ideal for the champ here, who is having a little trouble keeping control of the match. Adam in the chat saying he wants to see Head Ripper Joe versus Mr. X. Sounds like the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to me. Wait a minute, speaking of the worst thing that could ever happen to you, big choke slam by Head Ripper Joe. I thought maybe he'd go for the pin, but he's not done. Maybe a double underhook. Oops, something. Nick weasels his way out of it. That is the champ. For a reason, he did win that belt fair and square. And he's going to want to keep the momentum on, because tonight he's not just defending the belt, he's main eventing pay-per-view against a rival who some would say he's been dodging for years. I didn't say that. I mean, I said it out loud, but I was quoting other people who said that. Nick goes for the quick cover here. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Not even close. A one count. Head Ripper Joe is out and about. Nick taking time to remind the crowd who the champion is, but considering his opposition there, I wouldn't be so cocky. I would stay on him. Big knee. Maybe the champ knows better than me. He is the champion after all. Head Ripper Joe scouted it, reversed it. I'll say this too publicly. I'll say this out loud. There's a new Outlast game coming out this year called the Outlast Trials, which I really wasn't too concerned about. It's kind of a different Outlast game. It's multiplayer. I don't think it has to be. I think you can play it single player. But as far as my research shows, that Outlast also is crossplay. So I did kind of issue a challenge to Mr. DillyTodds in the chat. We've been looking for that perfect crossplay game for us to stream together. Maybe it's Taylor and Adam play the Outlast Trials. I'm just saying. I'm not playing Outlast 2 till October, but if you told me I could play Outlast with my good friend Adam, I would do that shit tomorrow. You listen to the boos. People are sick to death of Nick Harley. And he said, "Here, have a little bit more, you son of a bitch." He's issuing kicks to Head Ripper Joe. Adam says, don't put that on your house. Don't put that voodoo on him. Could be fun. Although, this microphone setup, input, audio peaking issue, it is not ready for me to play Outlast again. That's a game where I get loud. Ooh, different camera angle. I think that means this is a finisher. What do we think, Head Ripper Joe? Big cover here. Big opportunity. Not it. That's the champion, baby. Don't count him out. That's the Twitch champ, and he did win that belt fair and square for Mr. Suge Knight 323, who will also be seeing. Oh my God, what a press! Hooks the leg again. What an upset! Head Ripper Joe pins the Twitch champion. Mere moments before he'll have to defend that same belt against David Campbell. Oh no, am I going to hear it? Oh, my friends are getting beat up and losing. Oh no. Now see, if I was David Campbell, I'd run to the ring right now and cash that thing in. I would run in right now. No, we just gotta watch this guy get dumped on his head again and again. What a shame. Wow. I mean, I don't know what to make of that. Head Ripper Joe. I don't know what to make of this camera angle either.
Your winner, Headhunter Joe.
Head Ripper Joe with a massive victory over the current Twitch champion, making a huge statement to that division. And you know, we're looking for the next contender for that belt after tonight's match. You might be looking at him. Head Ripper Joe, what a victory. Poor Nick. Put that man on ice. He's got a main event later today. Yeah. Now here we go. Here's a big match. Yeah, you hear what I said about him. That happens sometimes. I disparage a competitor a little too much, and they show up big time. You know what? If I was betting on these matches, I don't know if I would have gotten a single one right. I always think I know what's going to happen. You know, you think it starts to get predictable, and so far this has been nothing but shocker after surprise, after upset. I don't know, but here's a good one. If you want to bet on something, I bet. You know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it. But I feel like I know what's going to happen here. Let's set up the scene. We've got our great friend Dilly. You know what? Shout out DillyTodds. He's right there in the chat, but let's shout him out. Let's shout him out because he deserves it. Because he's a legend. Let's shout out DillyTodds. If you're a fan of this channel, if you've tuned in before, you've most certainly seen my great friend Adam in the chat, a.k.a. DillyTodds, who has started streaming quite frequently on his own right, so now is a great time to follow DillyTodds. Getting a lot of great art streams, letting you in on his creative process. He's doing some Hunt Showdown, which is a very cool PvP monster hunting game. I was watching him stream that the other night and quite enjoyed it. Finished up Moon Scars, a really cool gothic Metroidvania a few weeks ago, and as I understand it, he's got a couple other games he's eyeing it starting soon. So, if you enjoy this channel, I highly recommend you also follow Cleveland without DillyTodds, because you will enjoy his channel just as much. He's a legend, and he's looking to get his first win here tonight, and I hope he does. Gonna get some art streams rolling again once you get some threads to follow. Hunt Showdown streams might be a thing, and I've got Tunic on deck. There you go. I wasn't gonna spoil that. You know what I mean? If you were still thinking about it, but there you go. Tunic. Tunic is coming up, which looks to be a really interesting action-adventure game. I am looking forward to watching him play that. One of the greatest, nicest, most interesting people I know, that DillyTodds. So do yourself a favor and go follow him. Keep those notifications on.
And his opponent from the wasteland.
And as the resident loser, he's excited to stop losing. Look, I wouldn't go as far as to say you're the resident loser. I think you just lost your first. Have you competed more than once? I thought you just lost the one time. Or did you also wrestle Head Ripper? I know, I think I did make you wrestle Head Ripper Joe, and that I think about it. So I think you lost against Jacob Lee and also Head Ripper Joe. I'm so sorry. It's fun. This is interesting, right? Because you think you were in 2 matches and you're a jobber. This is interesting. I didn't plan it this way, but Adam's just kind of fighting characters from games I've played on here before. Which is interesting, because Adam, you know, I can always rely on Adam in the chat. You hear me say it probably every time. Adam in the chat. Because he's a great friend, and I can always rely on him. And not that he needs to watch me stream every time, but he about nearly does. And I appreciate that, and I respect that, and I love that. And now it's like the ghosts of streams past. He's watched me play all these games, the Callisto Protocol, Outlast, now Lone Survivor, and he's trying to defeat these people who've given me so much trouble in the past. Callisto Protocol just as a game gave me so much trouble. Head Ripper Joe gave me so much trouble. Lone Survivor was... no, I remember getting kind of snippy with Lone Survivor too. So he's trying to come out here and get me some justice by defeating the games who have taken a toll on my sanity in the past. He's so wiry. Yeah, the Lone Survivor, that's a creation of my own. He's like a 16-bit sprite in the actual game. So some creative liberties took place. I just tried to translate it as one-to-one as I could. And I figured Lone Survivor, he lives in a post-apocalypse, eating like cheese crackers to survive, and try and avoid the mental, emotional trauma of his past. He'd be a pretty skinny guy, doing a lot of cardio too. Yeah, cheese crackers and camp food. I am not Vengeance or the Knight. Look, you're doing okay. We've seen bigger comebacks than this. There you go. Mounting some dominance on the Lone Survivor, who has been on a bit of a run. I can't remember against who, but the Lone Survivor got what I would mark as an upset victory last time we went live. Just so long ago, I can't even remember who it was. But Lone Survivor was somebody who I was thinking would prove to be kind of a jobber, because that's how things have been going for him. But he proved me wrong last time, and he has a chance to really prove me wrong tonight against DillyTodds. Featured Films in the chat. Did my match happen already? It did, but worry not. Fate would have it. You're here. You got booked a second time, and this time wasn't by me. The AI booked you a second time, and that match is on this card. It might be next. I can't remember the order. But Featured Films, you will be competing against none other than the master Matt Thomas tonight. You won your debut match, by the way. You defeated Johnny Silverhand with not one, but 2 Featured Films stunners. 2 big FF stunners. And now you'll get to compete against Matt Thomas. See if you can go 2-0 Daddy-O. It's been a wild night, full of surprises, upsets, things even I didn't anticipate. Every single match is going differently than I thought. I'm really pulling for DillyTodds here. You know, if the way this game worked was just relying on like how much do? Oh my god, he's putting in some sort of modified crossface. Oh my goodness, can he break out? Can he power out? Can DillyTodds get out of this one? He's gonna do it. He powers out. Needed the back of the head of the Lone Survivor, and he is back in this thing. If wins and losses were just predicated on like big pile driver. Hold it. If they were just predicated on like how much do you support the channel, DillyTodds would have every single championship. That's how wonderful he is. Unfortunately, it's not how it works. Lone Survivor kicks out of that massive pile driver. Got just his fucking head smushed, but I guess worse things have happened to the Lone Survivor. He didn't get that name by coincidence. Hate to beat Matt like this, but it has to be done. You know what? We were talking about jobbers just a few minutes ago. Matt was kind of like the first jobber of this league. Sorry to say it, but he did get a turnaround last time he competed. DillyTodds locking in the sharpshooter. on Lone Survivor. Middle of the ring, nowhere to go, and yet he's going to power out of it. Wiry may he be. Still found the resolve, the integrity, the fortitude to power out of that sharpshooter middle of the ring, and the match continues as DillyTodds has managed to really seize control, goes for the pin. And there it is. We wanted to see it, and we got it. DillyTodds with his very first win here in the ring on the Lone Survivor. Fantastic. Look at that big top rope double axe handle. Well, this was a great match between these two competitors. Back and forth action, both showing up like they got something to prove. And ultimately, it was DillyTodds that proved he can get it done in the ring. That he is a force to contend with in this league. That he is a winner. No matter what happens next or in the future, you can never say DillyTodds is not a winner because he just won. Look at that big pile driver with the helicopter camera angle there. Is the audio still okay? I'm sure I'm peaking here and there. Let me know if it's let me know if I could be louder. Should I like go back here again?
Here is your winner, Billy.
It's just fine. Okay. Sometimes you gotta settle for just fine. Headphones on and it's fine to you. Good to hear. Okay. Good to hear. It's been a struggle. Well, he's still a survivor to me. What a pose. Look at that. That's a man ready for more. Feed me more, and I'm not talking cheese crackers. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Matt Thomas versus Featured Films. Matt, I was saying earlier, I was like, oh, Matt's in the chat. That means he's going to compete. Matt was like, I am. Matt won last time we saw him, mind you, after a intense losing streak. Matt, I believe, did defeat PLD in singles competition at the God of Wrestling pay-per-view. So let's see if he can keep it going. It's one thing to win one. It's another thing entirely to win two in a row. And that's exactly what Featured Films is going to try to do here tonight. 2 matches at once. I mean, what a debut that would be. What an impact that would make. Imagine showing up winning 2 matches in a row. Doing my Kratos impersonation if Kratos ever won. Kratos did win sometimes.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Not as much as you think, though.
Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Coming in at 331 pounds, Matt Thomas.
The show may be in Germany tonight, but we still get that great Cleveland representation from top to bottom. This is a very local match. Matt Thomas versus Featured Films. We could do this in real life if we wanted. We could do an IRL stream and we could just have them fight in the parking lot at like Dave & Buster's or something. What you think about that? Matt Thomas here. Looking to make a big splash. He proved us all that he can in fact win. But now he's going to have to prove it again against the 1-0 Featured Films. Stomp into the ring. And I hate that this game automatically mutes all the copyrighted music. I can't even affect it because if it didn't, you'd be hearing the Texas Rattlesnake song right now. I'm hearing it.
Ohio.
Akron?
At 243 pounds,
let's shout out Featured Films. He's in the chat, but let's shout him out.
Superstar Joe.
Featured Films. Legend. Oh, sorry. Oh, it didn't work. Hold on, I did it wrong. / shout out Featured Films. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. We shouted him out before. Let's shout him out again. Give me a hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I can do a much better Steve Austin, but I'm gonna have to raise my voice and it's gonna sound really bad on this microphone tonight. But oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, Featured Films. Looks fantastic. A big 2-0. Everybody should go follow Featured Films if you aren't already. Again, another great friend and supporter of the channel, and a great streamer in his own right, too. Streaming RPGs, Fortnite, doing just chatting and reaction streams, a great YouTube channel as well. Show him some love. Help support this channel by supporting our friends. They deserve it. Oh my god, and it's the second time in one night that Featured Films has been busted wide open. It was probably his stitches. Right? He probably got stitched up, and Matt just opened up those stitches. We saw him bleeding similarly against Johnny Silverhand, and Matt, I think he's fired up and ready to go. I think he has really, got his groove back, found his mojo. Clearly, he's an honest-to-goodness ginger. You could say that, DillyTodds. You could say that. I think the beard actually isn't long enough. Wow, what a diving elbow by the Master. I don't think the beard is actually long enough. I think that was as close as I could get to Featured Films' beard. It was, of course, the most important visual touch here. They should have like a beard slider, right? Like, do you want a little beard or you want a lot of beard? That's another thing I have to gripe about this version of the game, is the character creator is actually less involved than it used to be. You used to be able to run those sliders on like every aspect of them. You can make just pure fucking mutants if you wanted to. Kind of like I did the Street Fighter 6 demo. It used to be like that, where you could just make people of proportions that didn't adhere to any sort of rules or logic, and I miss that. I feel like we can accomplish so much with those kinds of tools in this game. Wow, what a sharpshooter! Shades of DillyTodds locked in as the Master has Feature Film center of the ring. Reminds me a lot of Bret Hart and Steve Austin back in the day. But you know what? Feature Films breaks out of it. He's not going to pass out like old Stone Cold. Not this time. Not anyway. So full of blood, it turned his beard red. It's a miracle his skin can keep it all there during his day-to-day. I guess he's going to be bleeding. One thing we know about Feature Films, he's going to come in here and he's going to bleed. But so far, he's also going to win. So you know what? You bleed a little, but you still come out a winner. Who can criticize your game? And you got lots of blood in your body. You know what? You can afford to lose a little bit. You'll make more. Big deal. Feature Films takes Matt Thomas to the corner, driving those knees to the midsection. Oh, and he's talking shit, maybe even biting him. Goes for the cover. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Maybe a few months ago that would have been enough to put Matt Thomas away, but not anymore. This is the new and improved master of the squared circle. Feature Films up top. He says, come up here. You come to me. And here it comes. Wow! Hurricane Rana from the top rope hooks the leg. Oh. My heart stopped for a moment. I thought for sure that was going to be it from Featured Films, but Matt Thomas somehow, some way kicked out of it. Featured Films takes him back into the corner. CLOURD, DillyTodds says, CLOURD? That's right, CLOURD, who will also be making, that's right, my Street Fighter 6 creation, CLOURD. If you missed my Street Fighter 6 stream, you can find the VOD on our YouTube. I actually really like this. I don't care about fighting games. I said this on that stream. I have no interest in a new Street Fighter because I just don't play fighting games. That demo was so fun, I might get Street Fighter 6. And I made just a fantastic character named CLOURD, and I made that character once more in this game, and you'll get to see him debut tonight. I hope I did him proud. The character creator, not quite as involved as in this game. Couldn't make him quite as tall or wide as I did in Street Fighter 6, but I tried my best. Big Spine Buster! From the Master, can he seal the deal? Hooks the leg! Ooh, Featured Films kicks out. Matt can't believe it. He thought he had it. He's going to have to do a little bit more to put this 1-0 rookie away. Oops, that was awkward. Big Rock Bottom! Big Rock Bottom hooks the leg. That's got to be it, folks. Oh! Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. These two are putting on a clinic out here. Back and forth. Here we go. Finisher, finisher. Kicking out. Who wants it more? Who wants to go 2 straight wins? Oh, FeaturedFilms turns it around. It's turning into a brawl there on the mat. Resilience. You are right, my friend. This is highly competitive. And just like that, what can feel like an impromptu throwaway little singles match suddenly becomes high stakes because the competitors make it so. FeaturedFilms back up top. You think we've seen this before? Can he hit it again? Big Hurricane Rana hooks the leg, middle of the ring, and he gets it. FeaturedFilms gets it. Little bit of blood on the mat never hurt anybody. Little bit of blood on Matt Thomas never hurt anybody. He does it. FeaturedFilms goes 2-0. Unbelievable. He has so much blood in him. You know, they say he's got a lot of heart. We just say he's got a lot of blood in him. And that's what fuels his heart. It pumps his blood. He does have a lot of heart. But he also has a lot of blood. It's almost like you do him a favor by getting so much of that extra blood out of his body. FeaturedFilms, what a debut, my friend. I don't think we've ever seen it go like that. 2 straight wins in one night. I think making a huge announcement here to the Twitch division. Look out, because a top shelf contender has arrived. And if I'm Nick Harley, if I'm David Campbell, I'm concerned, because FeaturedFilms has come in like a fucking wrecking ball. Fantastic. I've been saying it. Highly anticipated debut for a reason. Now look at this. Unbelievable. Look at this match that just got thrown together on a whim. Nacho Libre. Now, you know what? Nacho was one of like the first fan favorites ever seen in this league. People just got so invested in his journey. People would just cheer for him and get so excited when he showed up. And he finally went the distance. He won the world title. And then what happened? He promptly lost it. Didn't get it back at WrestleMania, and haven't really seen him in the main event picture ever since. But I'll tell you something else. Nacho Libre hasn't lost a single match since WrestleMania. Even though he failed to get that title back, he has been the most consistent, reliable, undefeatable contender we've ever seen. Even to this day, Walter White is, make no mistake, the most dominant world champion we've ever seen. And he will be competing later tonight. But Nacho Libre is the most dominant competitor we've seen, period. Bar none. And it's great to have him back. As he wins and works his way back up the ladder, you have to think it's only a matter of time before we see Nacho Libre in world championship matches again. I mean, can you imagine Nacho and Walter in singles? We've never seen that before.
Is scheduled for one fall.
Making his
way to the ring from Mexico, weighing in at 304 pounds, the living legend, the Luchador.
We love it. We haven't seen him come out in the robes in a long time, and I'm starting to realize I have to reset everybody's attires, their default attires, because Matt Thomas came out in the wrong attire as well. So that's apparently, even though the save data transferred over, I have to manually go through and tell the game what everybody's default attire is again, evidently. So that's fun. That's something fun I get to do later. But, he's been humbled. DillyTodds said our 4th luchador of the evening. You would think he actually is never going to put the mask on tonight, it seems like. Maybe he's just been humbled, right? We're seeing a more modest Nacho, because he did lose that title, and he is back on the climb. As Miley Cyrus said, it's the climb. Oh, shit, here we go. This is what I wanted from Claire Redfield earlier.
Weighing in at 316 pounds, the superstar, Bruce Wayne.
Wow, way to dox him, ring announcer. He hasn't spent an entire career of crime fighting trying to keep that under wraps. Comes out here in his debut match. Johnny Announcer goes, Bruce Wayne. Well, jig's up. May as well take the cowl off now, Brucey. You know, this is actually Batman's in-ring debut. And I said it before, Batman's been in the locker room, on the roster, hiding in the rafters for about as long as I've been streaming this game. Just one of these guys who got lost in the mix. I guess we'll say he was busy. He was out crime fighting, right? But he's here tonight, as fate would have it. Batman making his in-ring debut. You know, and I just love Batman. That's why. I don't feel like I gotta justify why Batman's in this. I feel like I talk about Batman a lot on the stream. I've never played any Batman games on the stream before, but so be it. Maybe I will someday. I got that Arkham collection on here, so that's certainly something we could do someday. It's fucking Batman. Leave me alone. But if I was Batman, now there's something that's awkward. He doesn't have his cape on. I think you actually can't have capes on in the match. Like, I don't think it's possible to equip them. Because we certainly would have seen it before if you could. Now, Batman is, of course, he can do everything. With enough prep time, he can beat anybody. He didn't get a lot of prep time tonight. I didn't even plan to book him. I was just scrolling through opponents. I was like, who do I want to see Nacho wrestle? Oh, there's Batman. Let's try it out. So we didn't really get any prep time for this. That being said, Batman can do and defeat just about anything, but this is not who I would want to debut against. Nacho Libre, what's his record? I'm actually going to bother to look it up, because it is that remarkable. Let's see, let me just open up my handy-dandy WATCW record book. Nacho Libre is 10-2, 10 wins and 2 losses. Nobody has gotten 10 wins in this league. I can assure you that much. And the 2 losses, I mean, one of those was in the Elimination Chamber, lost his title to Dominic Toretto, and the other was at Really Mania, where Dom tapped out to Walter White, lost the belt. So, and you know, one match he outlasted 4 other competitors to then lose to Dom. And the other match, he wasn't even the one who lost. He was on the outside of the ring. So, he has technically lost before, but you can make a lot of excuses for Nacho Libre. I don't think he's lost before, but I don't think we've ever seen him bested before. Now, we've seen Batman do a lot of remarkable things in all sorts of media. Comic books, video games, movies, TV, animation. If he were able to pull this off, defeat Nacho Libre in his debut match, I would put that up pretty high on the list. Oh! Got his fucking bell rung there. You know, I would put a victory here, like above Dark Knight Rises, but like just a hair below Batman Begins in terms of impressiveness. I don't know. Definitely above, like, beating the Penguin was really impressive, but I would say beating Nacho Libre was more impressive. But I don't know if I would say that is as impressive as defeating the entire Warner Brothers media library in the Lego Batman movie. Like, I would say that's more impressive. Oh, here we go. We got Ram in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Just in time for Nacho's time to shine. That's right. I think Ram might be the biggest Nacho Libre fan of anybody. It's so great to have him back. Let's go. You know what? We're giving shout-outs. The Rabbit may not be competing at this moment, but let's give shout-outs to good old Ramstein. 53-4-5-2. Hold on. What did he just hit? Did he hit his finisher? Not quite. Not quite out there, Batman. Make sure you follow Ramstein53452. Of course, the creator of Liminal, a fantastic horror game and dreams that I streamed in full many moons ago. Uh-oh. German transitioning into Lariat. We've seen him put so many people away with that move. And I think you know what's next. Spear! A big spear from Nacho. Hooks the leg on Batman. The Dark Knight, is he enough? That's it. Made it look easy. So if winning If winning against Nacho Libre would have been more impressive than beating the Penguin, I would say losing to Nacho Libre is less impressive than defeating Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy, if that makes sense. Okay, but it's all honorable. This I love, this I absolutely love, and it is true. Look at these guys. 2 heroes, 2 upstanding citizens. Batman's probably going to the back saying, if I had prep time, I would have put that dude in the ground. But it is what it is. Another win for Nacho, who is now 11 wins and 2 losses. Ram came in here, and he sent all his power. He powered up Nacho, who is the winner of this match. Great to see you, Ram. Thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to see what Ram's cooking up, by the way. You should definitely follow him. Oh boy, we've got some work to do on the Backrooms pay-per-view card. Look at that. You should definitely follow him for his wonderful Emporium streams, highlighting some really cool content in Dreams. And I am very curious to see what he's been working on. This horror anthology in Dreams. That's definitely going to get me back to Dreams, streaming that game, which I also plan to do soon. But I can't wait to see what the anthology looks like. I always like to do this and see what the AI is cooking on our pay-per-view. We're going to come in here, we're going to clean this up, and we're going to make it the show we advertised. But okay, Suge Knight, Walter White, we're going to do that. Probably not the first match of the night, though. Let's calm down. Twilight versus Revolt Insanity, that's fun. Dom Toretto, Jack Frost. Oh, okay, we are going to see this match. They got this one right, too. Oh, there's that fucking Nick Muhlbach in the back. Ooh, this one makes a lot of sense based on what happened earlier. FeaturedFilms getting the title shot. I'm going to have to axe that, but I'll put it on ice for later. Okay, Barack Obama versus Black Adam. We love that. And a triple threat. Whoa, a triple threat for the women's title. The surprises keep on coming, folks. I mean, I thought about it earlier tonight, but I guess we're seeing it here. Becky the Wreck Raddus wearing the Nasty World Order colors there. Even looks like she's got it on her eye patch. I guess the 4th official member of Nasty World. Unbelievable. We're not going to see that match either tonight. Let's get in here and let's roll up our sleeves. And let's go to work, shall we? Let's give you the card you came here to see. We're going to the Backrooms. I'm so glad Ram is here to see pro wrestling in the Backrooms. I know he loves the Backrooms so much. Okay, let's customize the whole ass match. Something I want to do is try and structure this like an actual the Backrooms. We'll go into the Backrooms. I want to structure this kind of like an actual WWE pay-per-view. You can see it in the middle there, the Backrooms wallpaper. It's the show logo. I want to try and structure this like a WWE pay-per-view. Usually I just pile in all the title matches at the end. I'm going to try to, let's see. I'm going to try to jazz it up tonight. So let's start. We live in a nasty world, right? So let's start off with a tie or two, huh? Your nasty world. Let's start off with the title match. Oh, make sure. Hold on. Seaman Demon. Why doesn't it let... I mean, I want to do right by these guys. Not that they deserve it, but... I was going to give him their manager, Hollywood Nick Muhlbach. This game is so inconsistent. Why wouldn't it let me pick a manager for them? I know they're going to want their boy out here. Okay, I guess they're not going to get a manager. And I don't want Jesse Pinkman and Saul Goodman coming out here with Jay and Silent Bob either. No. What the fuck? We don't want this match. Maybe I have to pick a different kind of match to fix this. Remove manager. Okay. We'll just have to rock with this. I was going to give them Hollywood Nick Muhlbach in their corner, but I guess we just have to headcanon that he's in the back getting ready for his match. All right, so we'll open up with our tag team championship match. The Nasty World Order, that is. We'll get a shot at Jay and Silent Bob. Now, this match is just nonsense. We're going to X this. And then let's do one-on-one. Let's do Mr. X. Nope, not that. Damn it. Got a little too eager on the old X button there. Not that I wouldn't want to see Mr. X with Bella Swan in his corner versus Captain Insano. I think that's a great match. Let's try that again. Mr. X. Wow, 98 overall. Gets CLOURD, who's only an 85. Hold on, he's still got the Blob in his corner. You might need him. Okay, we got Mr. X versus CLOURD, who looks incredible. He looks. I just absolutely kill it with CLOURD every character creator I encounter. And then let's do a women's match. Let's do our women's title match. Okay, we're gonna do Rampaige Frabetti, who had victory stolen from her by that dastardly Catwoman earlier tonight. Becky Raddus, who apparently has this attire. Yeah, well, no problem getting Rick Raddus in there, huh? Interesting. For the women's title, I've also seen the game crash on this match creation screen, I should mention. So if the stream ends unceremoniously, just stay put. I'm coming back. Maybe they fixed it on this version. Oh, no. They got Nick Muhlbach on their corner on this one. Maybe I should just stick with this one. Okay, I got it. Let's instead... I got it. Let's do... We promised it earlier. Let's open with our grudge match then. Let's do... Chris with MrEliMac. Where is he? MrEliMac in his corner, as promised, versus that dastardly... Wow, a lot of Nasty World on this. I hate to see that. I know I'm booking it now, but I just got to do what I'm doing my job here. Okay, so we're going to open it up with this. Wow, look at that. Look at that group of people. And then we got our teams match. And then we've got... Oh, I don't want to do two teams matches back to back. Okay, we'll do... Let's get through this. I know this is like watching paint dry. Oh, well, we'll do two teams matches back to back. We've got our challenge of Moose Hoss and Brother Lomas versus Smash and Survive. Hold on, thinks I'm Moose Hoss. I'm not Moose Hoss. I would love to. Very nice man who just gets to travel the world abroad. Very jealous. I think I would like to live how Moose Hoss lives one day. And you can tell him I said that. Okay, Kevin Smets. He's got a manager named Kaiser. Classic. And then your teammate is named, of course, Legend, Survivor. Great. Two teams matches back to back. Not how I would prefer it, but I guess that's just how it's going to work tonight. Even when I'm in control, I'm not in control. And then we'll have our world title match and our Twitch title match. And then I'm going to bed. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is going to be the world title match, which you'll see Suge with this attire. Two managers. He's bringing the kingdom. And of course, Walter will be bringing his conies. Conies? He's going to be bringing his two hot dogs. No, his cronies. To the ring, too. Man, this is putting me to sleep, so I can only imagine how it is to sit at home and watch it. We're nearly done. Last match. The Twitch title. David Campbell, Mr. Money in the Bank. Cashing in on Slick Nick. Nope, not Nick Muhlbach. Though he deserves it. He should get cashed in on for what he did earlier tonight. There we go. Twitch Championship. Alright, I think we got them all. Let's see. We've got our grudge match. We've got our monster match. Our women's title. Our team's title. Okay, our team's title. Our team's challenge. World title. Twitch title. You've got it. Let's go into the backrooms, why don't we? What a night it's been. And what a night it will still be. We're going into... Actually, there's also creepy music playing right now, which you can't hear because it mutes all the music. But we're going into the backrooms, baby. See that static? It's so analog. It's so analog horror right now. It's so found footage. Every great game eventually goes here. Into the backrooms. So wouldn't it make sense for WATCW to host a big pay-per-view card right here in the backrooms? And it's really thinking about this. We were praising the loading times of this earlier, but here we go! Where is the backrooms at? I can't wait to find out. Where are we? Where is it? Great creepy music playing. I'm so sorry you're missing out on it. It really is enhancing the atmosphere of this. Erfurt, Germany. I don't even know how you say that. Erfurt. Never even heard of such a place, but we're there. Shout out to Erfurt. The backrooms was in Germany this whole time. We fell into the backrooms. This is one of those arenas. I didn't make this arena. But I just had a feeling. I said, I bet if I type in backrooms, somebody made this already, and I can download it. And I was right. And if somebody hadn't made it already, I was going to make it. Because I was like, that's just such a ridiculous idea. Wrestling in the backrooms. Let's get this tweeted out. This grudge match. Where is it? Here we go. Let's tweet that out. This is a big grudge match, folks. Earlier tonight, Hollywood Nick Muhlbach, formerly one half of the Kids at Heart, the most dominant tag team we've ever seen, former two-time Wrestle Real Teams champions, betrayed Chris Anthony Lopez in favor of the Nasty World Order. And even though he was... Look at that backrooms ring. And even though the personality of this league was caught off guard, put in a corner and forced into a 3-on-1 handicap match, I still don't know who authorized that. He fought his heart and soul out. And quite frankly, if the match were allowed to reach a logical conclusion, I think Chris probably would have won. But the match ended unceremoniously, unfairly, and I'm not going to sit by idly and let that happen. So I'm going to give Chris a real shot at getting justice, at getting revenge here. And Mr. EliMac is going to back him up, which I'd love to see. Because I didn't feel great about sending Chris out here against those three sons of bitches again. But Mr. EliMac leading up the cavalry. Let's go ahead and shout out Mr. EliMac over here. I can't remember if we did that already. Shout outs to Mr. EliMac. Great friend and supporter of this channel. Who just started his own 2K wrestling league. Believe it or not. EMW. He's taken it in a bit of a different direction. I really like it. He's downloading some of the top created wrestlers in the community space. Oh my god, look at this. Some of the top community wrestlers in the space. And They're basically blank slates with which he can paint on. He's creating characters, storylines, drama, intrigue. A really cool idea. So if you like watching this, go ahead and follow MrEliMac. You'll probably like it over there too. He's also streaming the remastered Spider-Man game, which is basically a perfect game. So can't go wrong over there. And here we go. The Nasty World's coming to the ring. I don't even really want to watch this entrance again. We're going to have to watch it again during the team's titles match. But it's pay-per-view. It's the Backrooms. Try not to be biased. Try not to be biased. And I mean, look, I have been biased in the past, especially with Rick Raddus. But even I can't endorse this. I can't cheer for this. I'm still at a loss. I can't believe. I mean, if there was anybody in this league who we could believe in, who we could look up to, well, get out of the ring, Chris. What are you doing? Chris is still warming up in there. That's how personal this is. He's like, I'm not even going to get out of the ring during your entrance. There he goes. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in the corner either when the Seaman Demon's go into the second turnbuckle. I've seen Austin Aries get canceled for that. We don't need that to happen here. Nick's rocking out. Old Rockstar Muhlbach. Like he's just the greatest thing. I mean, again, I don't know. I'd have to confirm this with my Rager sources later tonight, but the premise was that we were going to see a third member of Nasty World. I feel like we've seen the leader. I feel like the higher powers ripped that mask off tonight, and Nick Muhlbach was pulling the strings the whole time. Who doesn't even look, barely even cares. Now here's something I just now am noticing right off the bat, is that this game is not chugging along like it was. Like, let's think, we got 2 custom wrestlers in the ring. We've got 1 custom manager over in that corner, 2 in the other, custom arena, and universe mode. This shit would have been chugging along like a stop-motion animation on the PS4. It's running smooth as butter right here. So, even though I've had a lot of gripes about getting this game to work on PS5, it's doing a great job. It's making it much more watchable. So here we go. Chris Anthony Lopez in the chat. He wasn't going to miss this. His chance of redemption, but you didn't think it looked like this. Nick taking time to gloat and show off to the crowd there. MrEliMac watches from Chris's corner, taking on the role of the enforcer. Gonna try and keep this fair and square, but last time these two met head-to-head in the ring, it wasn't even just the Nasty World. Chris could handle the Nasty World. It was the ref, and there's the ref again, pushing Chris to the outside, letting Nick get up, catch his breath, and get back in the ring. And once he does, the ref gets right out of the way and lets him take on Chris Anthony Lopez. Look, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist myself. I know I can cut a great Alex Jones impersonation. I'm not going to do that tonight because I've already had enough issues with the mic peaking. But something about this NWO, I mean, it's a Nasty World Order, and it seems like everybody's just getting in line and helping these guys. I mean, it's bad enough. Oh, what a splash by Hollywood Muhlbach. Hate him or love him, he is one half of the greatest team of all time. Former greatest team of all time. God, I meant to get used to saying that shit. He puts him in that calf crusher. Again, the second we've seen, gets the rope break. Poor in-ring awareness from Hollywood Muhlbach, who gets Chris to his feet. And goes for that Muhlbach clash, the second we would have seen tonight, and he hits it again! This put Chris away last time. Ref's actually bothering to count. Unfucking believable. Just like that. Like it was nothing. Nasty World didn't even get involved. I don't know. Did the ref count? I feel like the ref counted quick on that. Second Muhlbach clash of the night, and that's the move that Chris Anthony Lopez can't seem to get out of.
Here is
one way or another.
Unbreakable Nick Maverick.
You hear the fans booing, and I'm right there with them. Chris is speechless in the chat. Here they go. They're putting up again. You see MrEliMac on the outside the ring. Doesn't even know what to do with himself. And Chris doesn't need me to speculate on his behalf, but I mean, he hasn't even had time to recover from this emotionally. And I think he just got in over his head on this. Chris, if you're out there, if you're listening, if you haven't already tuned out, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. First of all, I'm so sorry that this happened. This isn't over. They may have won tonight's battle, but the war will wage on. It's not going to go down like this. Let's move on. We'll talk. It's not going to go on like this. No. That's my promise to you, Chris Anthony Lopez, my good friend. I will not let this continue. That's right, Chris. He says he'll be back. I promise you, you're going to be back. I'm going to get in my wrestling promoter workshop, and I'm going to cook up something for you, because there's no way the Nasty World Order just gets to show up and own the place, okay? This is me. I'm the one building the universe. I'm the one sitting in the seat. I'm the one talking in the microphone. This is still my show, goddammit. All right? And the Rager, he and I have got a relationship. It's over, okay? It's been over. That is not my client anymore. I don't have to go to bat for him. I don't have to speak on his behalf. I don't have to defend him. I don't have to endorse him. Or the Seaman Demon. And especially not Hollywood Nick Muhlbach, who's apparently the worst of them.
The following contest is scheduled for
Chris will be back.
Making his way to the ring.
And we're going to give him a match that he deserves.
Weighing in at 402 pounds.
And I got to move on. I'm so sorry. I feel like I could talk about this all night. But here comes Mr. fucking X. This is a guy I would love to see less of. Making his in-ring debut here. If you've been watching my Resident Evil 2 streams, and I know Chris has, because Chris is a good guy. He's a good friend. He does things like that to support his friends. Nick. If you're watching my Resident Evil 2 streams, you would know I've been getting chased and terrorized by that tyrant for weeks. I have screamed. I've been victimized by him repeatedly. And when I heard he was coming to this league, I just about lost my marbles. That was until I made a phone call and I brought in some heavy muscle to take care of business. Also making his in-ring debut, it's CLOURD!
And his opponent from Main Street, USA, weighing in at 402 pounds, CLOURD!
I wish you could hear it. He's got that Brock Lesnar music playing in the background. Because it's chlorberin time, baby. This is my OC right here. This is my hero. This is my child. I made him in Street Fighter 6. And you just knew... Look at that guy. He's holding up a blank sign. That's new. You just knew after all that was said and done, there was no way I wasn't going to bring him in to 2K here. I think I did a pretty good job. If you go back and watch that stream, I think this is about as close to CLOURD as I can approximate in this. And he's just an absolute fucking beefcake. A hoss. Look at that. This is our monster match of the night, folks. A tyrant, a fighter. This is going to be a slugfest. Oh, and he's ready. CLOURD! Look how big they are! Ooh, huge right from Mr. X. And we know all too well just how strong those right hooks are, but CLOURD takes it back to it with a huge headbutt. I've tried not to be biased in the past, folks. I was just saying it. But I want I want CLOURD to just fucking clean this man's clock, and he does. He does. I think isn't the camera like not in the right spot? I think they're so big that the camera is freaking out a bit. It seems like the camera's like too close. CLOURD gesturing to the crowd as he should. Adam's back, just finished a shower, a little rinse off, and now he's here to see the in-ring debut of CLOURD on the outside. Massive! The camera's not close. Oh! What a maneuver! Yeah, the camera's not close. They're just so big. Battling across the back rooms. You had to know you'd see Mr. X and CLOURD tango in the back rooms one day. You just had to always know that would happen. Did Mr. X come out with a hat on? He did. He came out in a trench coat and a little hat. Kind of surprised to see him remove it of his own volition, but you know what? I think he understands that CLOURD fucking hates hats. And he's like, I gotta get that off me if I want to stand a chance. He sealed his own fate. CLOURD also did come out in a hat. It's his burden to bear. It's the hat he's forced to wear. Oh my god, what's going on? Can you imagine if Mr. X gets counted out here? He's many things, but Swift isn't really one of them. Now he gets back in, and this kaiju fight continues between the Tyrant and CLOURD. Yeah, he got stun grenaded on the outside. Took too many minigun rounds to the face. Oh my god, Mr. X going up top. CLOURD's gonna... What's gonna happen? Ugh! I don't know what happened. CLOURD's inner mechanism stalled a bit there because he just kind of let him line that up. And now X is sizing him up. Please don't. I cannot handle seeing my baby lose to Mr. X. I've lost so much to Mr. X. I need to see CLOURD pull this out. Please, for the morale of me and the stream and everybody on this earth, after everything that's happened tonight, let's at least get a win here. After everything Mr. X has done to us on this stream, let CLOURD redeem it. Oh, huge running clothesline to the corner. Oh, and he's going to go another one. Sidewalk slam from Mr. X, who is taking it to CLOURD, who loves nothing more than to fight. Big cover. CLOURD kicks out. The man's drop kicks have to hit like an ICBM, a bunker buster. So much more than human, it's true. We don't know a lot about either of these guys other than their... Oh my god, what is he? He's just squeezing down on the skull of CLOURD. Ready to break his head in, and we have seen him succeed in doing that before. But wait a minute, it's not gonna work on CLOURD, who brawls his way out of it. I think we saw our old buddy Ben succumb to that maneuver and the RPD, and he's wailing away. He's taking it to X, puts him in the corner. Oh, but he's fighting out of it. Back and forth we go. No, not like this. Not like this. Choke slam! Earth-shattering choke slam to CLOURD. CLOURD hooks the leg, please. Not like this. Say it ain't so. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, that's right, CLOURD. That's right, CLOURD. You stay in this. Stay in the pocket. Reverse it. Come on, baby. Oh. Come on. Do it like Daddy showed you. Don't let this albino freak. Even though he hits a picture-perfect leg drop. Come on, CLOURD. Turn it around. This is all yours. Spine buster! We've seen that signature CLOURD spine buster. X kicks out. Teacher's forearms. What do you think? He looks pretty good, eh? What's he got next? Boom! Boom! Huge CLOURD uppercut. Hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough? Is it like a rocket launcher? No! I thought that was enough. He hoisted and launched Mr. X up in the air like he was a paper airplane. But it wasn't enough. CLOURD going in for the submission. Crossface! Crossface on Mr. X. Will Mr. X tap out to CLOURD? Can you imagine? Will he ask for the bell? Will he give up here? No! No, and CLOURD knows it. He knows if he's going to win here, it's got to be through sheer force. What will it take to put Mr. X down? CLOURD going up top. Never seen this before. He says, come here. Huge! H-U-G-E. Top rope missile drop kick. And now he is just beating down on Mr. X. Oh no, but Mr. X comes back to life. Not another one! Not another one on my baby! Not another chokeslam on CLOURD. Please, God, no! Woo! CLOURD kicks out. Come on. That's my son. No! He's squeezing on the head again! He's crushing the cranium of CLOURD! My son! My dear, beautiful boy! No! And the ref's calling for it. I didn't see it. Oh, and he's still squeezing his head. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Where are these refs coming from? I didn't see him tap out. It was an awesome win for this young man. Yeah, that's how I describe what I'm looking at. This young man. What's this? Don't shake his hand, CLOURD. Don't do it. No, 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 no. You don't owe that man a thing. No, 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 no. You aren't friends, CLOURD. You don't talk to him. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, I think the ref called for the bell out of mercy? Pity? But now they're best friends. Okay. That's great. Now they love each other. CLOURD, who I brought into this earth, who I loved like my own son, loses the match and shakes hands with the guy afterwards. Great. New duo incoming. No. I'm going to give that the old Daniel Bryan no, okay? I've already seen 2 teams form tonight that I didn't approve of. We got the Rey Mysterios. I didn't approve of that. And we got these motherfuckers, Nasty World Order, showing up and ruining everything. Ruining morale, the team's division, the entire league, the entire planet. And now you're telling me Mr. X and CLOURD are going to team up. We have to draw a line somewhere. You have to say enough is enough. And even in the back rooms, I am not letting my beautiful son team up with that fucking degenerate Mr. X. That hat-wearing shitlord.
Undisputed, prestigious Women's World Championship.
Little title match action. Here we go. About time. Now here comes Rampaige Frabetti, a former women's champion, looking to become a 2-time women's champion. As she enters the back rooms with a bazooka, I kind of wish my beautiful son CLOURD would have asked her to borrow that earlier, because we know that if there's anything that can beat Mr. X, it's a fucking missile to the midsection, or gigantic G-Virus claws just impaling and removing your midsection. That also has proven resourceful against him as well, but I don't think we have the resources for that tonight. Anyway, Rampaige Frabetti coming down to the ring, the Boston Badass, a former women's champion who, may I remind you, many, many, many moons ago, won her first women's championship by defeating Becky the Wreck Raddus in a steel cage match. Though, interestingly enough, oh my god, here we go again with the fucking music. I know you can't hear it, but it's the classic NWO music. And here comes Becky the Wreck, the reigning defending women's champion, evidently repping the Nasty World Order. I'd wondered about this, and no need to wonder. It's been confirmed clear as day that Becky the Wreck is Nasty World faithful. Our reigning defending women's champion, who defeated Rampaige Frabetti way back at the Real Rumble to reclaim that belt many moons ago. So an old rivalry returns here tonight. And this is something I've mentioned before, but I'll keep mentioning it until it isn't true. Becky the Wreck Raddus has competed in every single women's champions match we've ever hosted on this here broadcast.
Introducing the challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, the Assassin, Paige. And introducing the champion from Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
She's the undisputed, prestigious Women's World Champion, the Destroyer, Becca Ray.
There it is, and you hear the boos. People are so disappointed in Becky the Wreck, and mark me as one of them because she has pledged allegiance to the Nasty World Order. This is huge for, and look, the NWO undefeated tonight thus far. Picked up a victory in whatever the fuck that 3-on-1 was earlier tonight. Nick Muhlbach pulling over the singles win over Chris Anthony Lopez to open the show. And now here we go. Defending a championship. The NWO's own Becky the Wreck Raddus. Will their success and momentum continue tonight? You see the Rager at ringside there backing up Becky the Wreck as he's wont to do. And I said it before, Becky the Wreck, a little preemptive there, a little presumptuous to start kicking the dust and such, paying the price, getting whipped to the corner by the Boston Badass. Becky the Wreck has competed in every single women's championship match we've ever had, whether she was defending or whether she was challenging. Tonight she's defending, but she has found a way to stay in this title picture from the very beginning. Our inaugural women's champion, a two-time women's champion, might I remind you, kicks out. Actually, no, I think Becky the Wreck is a three-time women's champion, now that I think about it. Yeah, she would have to be. A three-time women's champion. Sorry, Becky, didn't mean to undersell you there. Meanwhile, Rampaige Frabetti hopes to become a two-time women's champion by defeating her tonight. Now, that being said, should she pull it out, the Boston Badass gets that belt. This would be Becky's second defense, and so she will get a rematch should that happen. I don't mean to speak such things into existence. I hope Becky can't hear me, or I'll pay dearly for even speculating like that. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the here, and let's worry about the now as Rampage takes this to the outside of a nasty series of strikes. Excuse my phrasing there. Oh, just taking it to the champ. What a beatdown. And I mean, if you're Rampaige Frabetti, you've got to be cognizant of what's happened in the stream tonight. You got to know you're not just facing the champion, you're facing suddenly a representative of this villainous group. Rampage was... What a punch. Did you hear that? Jesus. Might be concussed after that. I'm going to send her to a local medical facility, I fear. These two are fighting on the outside. A count-out is imminent. Champion's advantage. If there is a count-out, Becky will retain by default. What's happening? Oh. What the goddamn fuck is happening on this stream tonight? They're chanting something. I can't tell what it is, but I'm sure it's not positive. A draw by count-out? Well, clearly, if we've learned anything here, folks, the game may run better, but it sure don't run perfect on the PS5 because those two just forgot where they were or what they were doing. Part of me wants to hit the rematch button, but the other part of me says it's 18 minutes till midnight, and we're just going to move on. What the fuck? You did set this place in the backrooms. Very true. This is very non-liminal. Or it is liminal, I should say. Liminal, non-Euclidean. Can you blame them for getting lost? That's it. You know, Ram, that's why you're the real artist amongst us here, friend. You just see the story, you see the perspective, and you frame it so perfectly. It's true. Becky and Paige, they got lost in the backrooms. They got lost. You'll have to pay for chapter 2. Wishlisted on Steam now. If Becky and Paige get lost in the back rooms, you have to get Chapter 2 to see what happens next. Oh, man, that's a shame. That was bizarre. Well, it was a draw, so by default, Becky the Wreck Raddus retains the belt. Real tough break for Rampaige Frabetti tonight. Gets the rope break on that match against Catwoman, but the ref doesn't see it, takes the L, and then loses in a double countout. Well, doesn't lose, but doesn't win either, in a double countout in the Women's Championship match. And there you go. I don't know what happened there. But this motherfucking Nasty World. This Nasty World is just slipping and sliding by all night. Weaseling their way out of every situation. So they retain the Women's Championship tonight. And the camera's focusing on Nick there, who again, I think has to be the leader of this group. But let's see what happens next, because the Nasty World is now going to try to win some championships here tonight. Very interesting to consider, because Nick Muhlbach, one former half of the Kids at Heart, lost these same belts to Jay and Silent Bob on the last stream. Kids at Heart had picked up their second team's championship. Everything seemed great. Back in the saddle. Lost in their first defense to Jay and Silent Bob. And Nick seemingly had enough. Losing those belts was too much? I don't know. Decided to try it elsewhere, and now he's teaming up with the Nasty World, who will challenge Jay and Silent Bob for those teams' titles. I just could have never seen this happen. I could have never imagined this would happen if he took me back to that stream in that moment. And now here's the Nasty World. You hear the fans booing in the back rooms. Oh, you know it's going to take so long for the fans to find their car when this thing is over. And you know that parking garage is so big. It's so big, and it's going to have, like... Look at that texture on the Seaman Demon's shirt there. What's that doing? It's going nuts. It's running wild, brother. Gotta love this game. And here comes Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, it's awkward. I forgot that I gave them the NWO theme song as well. You can't hear it, but the... That's awkward. We gotta change that. I can't hear this song in association with anybody else other than those fucking lizards. But here we go. Jay and Silent Bob, the Wrestle Real Teams champions, defeated the Kids at Heart at the God of Wrestling pay-per-view. And on a bit of a run, I think they're 4-0 right now, if I remember correctly. Definitely 3-0, but I think they're 4-0. Undefeated, these guys, actually. And let's talk about some of the history here. I hate to talk about him and wax poetic about him, but Rick Raddus, long time ago in those movie trivia schmodown days, him and Kevin Smith, it was the match that never happened, the dream match that we never saw. The Rager was chasing Kevin Smith for months, calling him out, cutting promos, and I gotta tell you, I've got this feeling that we were just this close to seeing that match actually happen. We were this close to the Rager and Kevin Smith, and it never came together. Well, here we go. It's finally come together. The Rager and Silent Bob will presumably butt heads in this match. I've been waiting a long time to watch that. I may not pay the Rager's bills anymore, but I have been waiting a long time. You see, he's Seaman Demon's posing, but Rager's got his eyes locked on the prize. Not just those belts, but Silent Bob. A lot of potential catharsis in here for Big Ricky Real. Big Nasty Rick. Here we go. Team's titles match. A lot on the line here. Especially for Nasty World, who have pulled up nothing but wins tonight. Becky the Wreck retaining her championship. Here we go. Silent Bob and the Rager lock it up. Long time coming. I almost got chills seeing this. Almost. Not quite, but it was pretty exciting. And Silent Bob taking the early advantage here. You do see Hollywood Nick Muhlbach in the corner of the Nasty World Order. And Silent Bob tags out early. You know that's got to get into the head of Rick Raddus a bit. Aggravated, thinking he finally got what he's been waiting for since late 2021. Rick Raddus says, you know what? You want to tag out? I'll tag out too. Here comes the Semen Demon. The big, mighty Semen Demon. 6'9". Let's get some Semen Demons in the chat. Check this out. Boom, 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 boom. There they are. You got to subscribe to get those. Semen Demon emotes. Look, you can do the Ranger too. Boom, 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 boom. Amazing. Look, you can do both of them in like a pattern like this. Boom, 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 boom. The Nasty World. I'm sorry to do that. I'm sorry to post as if you haven't seen enough Nasty World on your screen tonight. I'm sorry to litter the chat with their emotes. Let's do something else. Let's do Counters Cat Pickles. Boom, 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 boom. That's much better. That's a new one. It's a new emote for us. You gotta subscribe to get that. You gotta, if you got Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription. I'm just saying. Wouldn't mind having your Twitch Prime if you haven't given it to anybody else already. Help us keep the lights on over here. A little joint manipulation by Jay the Semen Demon. Whoa! What a power bomb! By one half of the reigning tag champions, and Semen Demon says, "Get me out of here, dude." Oh, maybe he doesn't. But Silent Bob wants some more. He re-enters the ring to take on Easy Breezy Breed Love. And so far, I gotta say, champions have been in control of this match. Fans actually don't sound so happy about Silent Bob, though. That's very interesting. I don't know. Is this German crowd kind of a smart crowd? Are they kind of like Puerto Rico? Cheer for the villains, boo for the heroes? They seem to love what Semen Demon's putting out there. Well, I mean, we all love what Semen Demon puts out there, though, in fairness. Turning this match around, he's taking Silent Bob to the corner, and I think he's going to serve him up on a platter for Rick Raddus, maybe. No, wait, he's not done. Oh, and you hear them counting. Ten consecutive strikes to the dome of Silent Bob. And you know what? I'm actually even starting to notice. Number one, I'm noticing... Uh-oh. We're getting lost in the back rooms again. There he is. He woke up. I'm noticing a couple things here. Huge suplex. The fans are moving in the crowd. That's new. That's great to see. And I'm seeing a lot of Nasty World t-shirts out there, too. So maybe there's something to it. Maybe Germany is a bit of a smart crowd. Saw something like this in Puerto Rico. Io Sky getting all the love instead of Bianca Belair. Maybe that's what's happening tonight. A lot of boos. There it is again. It's very interesting, and I'm not amongst them. I'd be just as happy as anybody to see the champs retain here. I feel like we've had to sit and withstand so many shenanigans tonight as is. But Rick Raddus maybe channeling some of that energy. Not often the fans are in his corner. Jay fights out of it. Need some water. I've been trying not to chug the water too much on the stream because I don't want to have to run away and pee. Because I feel like I might miss like the end of a match if I do that. My voice is getting very raspy. It's a lot of talking on these wrestling streams. Whoa! Huge running knee to Jay. I've been very good about my water drinking. May I remind you. Been okay on my dieting. Last week was kind of crazy because as I mentioned before, we had our. Oh! Rick busts open Jay. See the blood creeping out beneath that beanie. Justin and I recently celebrated our 4-year anniversary, which meant we ate a lot of good food. And it was her daughter's birthday recently, which means we ate a lot of junk food. Tasted good, but a lot of junk food. And then on Mother's Day... Uh-oh, wait, hold on. Pause that. Rick Raddus coming in with the Three Amigos. We've seen this before. 3 on Jay! 3 on Jay. We got to know what's next. He's going to try to finish it up here. Is it enough? Not enough. Not enough. Like Semen Demon's already... Whoa, huge moonsault. Jay moves out of the way, and thank God that he did tags in Silent Bob. The Rager's going to get what he's been asking for a long time. Locks up in the ring. Where's he going? He's taking him coat and all to the corner. Rick goes up. Jay's going to knock him down if he's not careful. He does! He does! That's right, Jay. You show that son of a bitch. Then on Mother's Day, I went to my mom's house and brought some Ohio pie, which I know you might think, really, you got Ohio pie for Mother's Day? Your favorite pizza? Isn't that a little convenient? Whoa! Holy shit, Silent Bob. The fans hate that. It just so happens my mom also loves Ohio pie. It's the best pizza in Ohio. For all my money, it's the best pizza anywhere. Hooks the leg on Rick Raddus. Not enough. So anyway, I've been struggling a little bit with my diet, but I've been going really hard on my cardio. Really, really hard. I was kind of humble bragging on Twitter today, but I hopped on the treadmill. Might be part of why I'm so tired right now. But I managed to run a straight mile, no pauses. Jay goes for the cover. Seaman Demon's right there. Get a Ranger Seaman Demon in the chat right there. They're doing so good. Ooh. Ooh, now here's the opportunity to finish it up if I were them. Silent Bob stunned on the outside. Rick takes Jay to the corner. Could this be it? Wait, did Nick just pick Silent Bob up? What are you doing, Nick? Oh, man, this could be it. Rick Raddus is dialing it in. Burning Hammer! I don't know that we've ever seen anybody kick out of that. Hooks the leg! Where's the demon? No! Oh my God, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I found myself cheering for the Nasty World. That was it. That was it. And a slight miscalculation on the Nasty World's part. There was no way Jay was kicking out of that. And now Jay is being cornered. I mean, I cover him right now. Ranger's getting lost in the back rooms. What was I saying? Holy shit. Wait a minute. The ref's got his back turned. Nick's taking it to Silent Bob out there. That should be grounds for disqualification. Joint manipulation. Silent Bob better look out. He's going to get counted out. A lot of weird stuff happening in the back rooms. And this is getting messy. This is getting dirty. Dare I say it's getting nasty as the NWO hopes to claim their first ever team's championship. Huge move by Jay. I don't even know what you call that. Hooks the leg. Surely it's not going to be enough. The Ranger doesn't think so. Kick out! Kicked out. I'm sorry. I'm really conflicted here because I've been such an advocate for these guys the entire time. I've obviously got a lot of... Oh, Jay's lost in the back rooms. I've got a lot of personal connection to them. I'm so angry about what they've been doing tonight, but the notion of them getting those titles still does brick me up a little bit. Oh, we've seen this. He's tuning up the band, but he does this weird thing. He goes into a double underhook DDT instead. Doesn't make a ton of sense, but he hits it. He hits it. If the Ranger doesn't get in there to break this up, I think we might be seeing a successful title defense tonight, folks. What's gonna happen? Here comes the Ranger. Here comes the Ranger, and I wasn't sure. He might have been lost in the back rooms. Oh, here we go. Now it's spilling out into an all-over brawl in the ring. Silent Bob and Seaman Demon. Rick Raddus and Jay. Anyway, I tried to humble brag earlier. I ran a straight mile today on the treadmill in under 15 minutes. No breaks. I was really excited. I've been trying to do that for a while. I managed to do it. Whoa! Top rope maneuver from Silent Bob. Somebody's stunned on the outside. I can't tell who it is. But Jay and Ranger are distracted. Silent Bob's looking like he's about to finish this, and the fans hate the idea. The fans firmly in Nasty World's corner. Oh, and Rick Raddus just beating the tar out of Jay. There's a cover in the ring! Oh my God. I don't know who got the cover, but they didn't get all of it. Must have been Silent Bob. And if I'm the Rager, I'm paying attention to what's happening in that ring. Seaman Demon takes control of it. Takes him to the corner. Throws him to the outside. What's he doing? Whoa! Tornado DDT to the mat on the back rooms. And And there you go, you hear it. Germany loves it, the "This is awesome" chants. Don't know how you say "this is awesome" in German, but you just have to assume they're saying it. And we're staying up late tonight, boys. It's almost 12, and we've got matches after this. What do we got? We got another tag match, God help us, and the 2 title matches. Oh, man. It's cool. I don't have to get up early to take children to school or anything. I don't have to do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. Silent Bob! Silent Bob said, keep your name out my mouth. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute! Whoa! Connor! Whoa! Connor! Connor! It's a Connor! Oh my God, for all my money, all my stars, that was the end of the match, and Jay broke it up. I went as far as using the Demon's civilian name. I got so nervous. My man was lost in the back rooms out there for a bit. Goes up top. Swanton! But Silent Bob's the legal man. Moonsault DDT busts Silent Bob open. Jay and Silent Bob are bruised, broken, and bleeding. What's this? Seaman Demon Cutter! It's a Connor Cutter! It's a Connor Cutter! Hooks the leg! Oh my God! Damn it! Are you kidding me? Connor gives the 2 sweet. But you gotta stay on him. I thought we had new team's champions, folks. I was a believer. I cannot believe it. What's it gonna take? I mean, if there was ever a moment, he's gonna try this one again. Jesus. Hollywood Muhlbach standing by. He's gotta like what he sees. He's gotta feel like he joined up with the right crew tonight. If anybody knows what it takes to win teams' titles, it's Hollywood Muhlbach. You gotta think he gave these fellas a lot of pointers in the back before they came out tonight, but it has been brutal. Here comes Jay to try to save his teammate. Be careful, don't get lost in the back rooms. Get in the ring. Oh no, we've seen the Nasty World trumped like this before. They get so possessed by their bloodlust that they forget they're wrestling in the match. Get in the ring. Get in the ring. And you gotta break that count. You gotta break that count, Demon. No, you gotta break that count. You gotta break that count. You gotta be kidding me. Well, Nasty World Order won the match, but it's champion's advantage. Jay and Silent Bob are still the champions. The titles can't change hands by way of count out. And it's the same thing we've seen so many times before. The Nasty World gets so possessed with the thought, the urge to just beat the shit out of their opponents that they forget they're in a match.
Here are your winners.
And they are the winners. They are the winners, but they aren't the champions, and I don't know if that's really what they wanted to happen tonight. Maybe it doesn't matter to them. Maybe all that matters is the message. Maybe all that matters is the statement that is made, and it's this one right here. Putting up that 2 sweet. The NWO, love it or not, has gone undefeated tonight. You got to give him that much, I suppose. Wow, 2 count-out finishes tonight. Everybody's getting lost in the back rooms. I don't think we ever saw a count-out finish ever before. And we know we've seen 2 in one night. God help us, it's another tag team match. Jesus. I can't help but hope this one's maybe not as competitive as the last one. I can tell you this, I ain't going to have any trouble falling asleep tonight. I do have my Z-Quill with me, though. You know I got them Z's on me. So when we get to the main event, I'll wash those down just in case. I'm going to be so fucking tired in the morning. I'm going to be so tired, and work started to pick up in a big bad way. Today I was like, oh, I'm busy at work. That hasn't been the case really so far. It's been a pretty leisurely pace. I've had time to get things done. It's been nice. Today I was like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, we're working, boys. And now that we've crossed that line, I feel like we're going to be working every day. You know what I mean? It's kicked in. It's happened. Rip. Big rip in the chat. Big rip in the chat. And also, I'm going to post some more cats in the chat. Connor's cat, Pickles. You got to subscribe to get that, boys. Is it easy work or is it a shit show work? Like, I wouldn't say it's easy work, but it's definitely not shit show work. Like, it's work. I'm not stressed, like, but I'm busy. You know what I mean? I gotta like stay on task, or else I'm gonna fall behind, kind of thing. You know? And that's fine. I guess that's how it's supposed to be, right? Benny and Moose, the brothers Low Moose. Now, this match was born on Twitter. A lot of awful things pour on Twitter these days, but here is something we can all be happy about. Kevin Smets, the Smasher, who you'll see in a moment, had been sharing his own Creator Wrestler and his own copy of 2K. I think it was 2K23. I should ask him. Because if it's 2K22, I kind of would rather download the one he made because it looks a lot better than the one I made. Moose saw it, picked this opportunity. He said, I want to match with that guy. Well, Moose happens to be in this team. The brothers Low Moose with the great brother Lomas. The last American heroes here. And it just so happens Kevin Smets is in a bit of a makeshift tag team as well with the Survivor. Not the Lone Survivor, just the Survivor. I know it's confusing. The team known as Smash and Survive. Oh, fuck it. Messed up their entrance again. Damn it, I gotta fix that. Kevin Smets was so adamant about one thing. He was like, I want the Goldberg entrance. And you haven't been able to see the Goldberg entrance yet because it's sticking them in this like default trio entrance. I gotta fix that. Put that in my notes later. Here we go. Smash and Survive, who we saw debut last time in the tag team tournament. They did unfortunately lose that match. I think it was to Jay and Silent Bob. Or it might have been Flick and Real. I don't know. But they had lost. Hate to say it. So this is a big opportunity for them. Not only did they get challenged by Benny and Moose. Obviously, you want to show up and win when you get challenged. But they haven't won yet. So this is their opportunity to really prove themselves as a team. Especially against the likes of Benny and Moose, who we have seen have some success here in the tag team division. And you know what? This is a pay-per-view, so why don't... Oh, don't get lost in the back rooms. This is a pay-per-view, so why don't we up the stakes a little bit more? And say this. Whoever wins... I don't know. That's a little intense. I was going to say whoever wins this match gets to face Jay and Silent Bob at the next pay-per-view. Because I can't... Because Nasty World aren't the champions. I'm sorry to say it. They won, but they're not the champions. Somebody's got to enforce the rules around here, okay? I know everybody else is content to just throw it all out. We're in this sort of liminal space that doesn't adhere to the rules of reality and such, the laws of nature, but somebody's got to enforce the rules. Nasty World are not the champions. I don't know. It might be a bit much to say the winner of this is the number one contender, but we do have to figure out who the new number one contender is, because Jay and Silent Bob did technically defend the belts. Let's say this. Whoever wins this match... Oh, Smasher. Doing what his namesake says he'll do. Just taking it to town on the wonderful face of Moose Awesome. I'll figure it out. Whoever wins this match will get a number one contenders match. How about we leave it at that? They'll get to wrestle another team on the next stream for the number one contendership. And whoever wins that will challenge Jay and Silent Bob. That was a lot messier, a little sweatier than I wanted that announcement to be. I don't know. Maybe they'll just, let's have fun. Whoever wins this match is the number one contender. There. Moose taking it to Survivor. He heard me say that. He's like, okay, let's get serious. All right. We've got Moose and Benny. We've got Smash and Survive. Whoever wins this match challenges Jay and Silent Bob in the next pay-per-view. How do you like that? Kaiser likes it. He's clapping along at ringside. Obviously, Kaiser and the Smasher have so much history together. Brothers in arms. The former Dungeon Master now taking the Survivor under his wing as well. trying to lead this team to victory here in WATCW. But they have their work cut out for them. Benny and Moose, no slouch. Moose goes for the cover. I know it's not fair of me, but I do hope this match isn't quite as competitive as the last team's match. After this, we've got 2 singles matches, so shouldn't be too big suplex or whatever you call that. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm very tired, okay? I did a lot of exercise. Way to throw him, Benny. I do think I'll be streaming later this week, by the way. Maybe Friday. I'm going to say maybe Friday. We'll see how the day kind of shakes out. But I was thinking I might stream either the Creepy Syndrome. Oh, what a press by the Smasher. Which is like a new horror anthology that you can play on console. I don't think it's very long. It'll definitely be a one-off. I might play that, or I might play Lake Juniper, which looks like a really cool horror game in Dreams. Or maybe I'll do both. I don't think either of them are especially long. So I was thinking maybe I'll do that on Friday. Those are definitely two things I'm going to stream. Then he bringing the righteous vengeance. We got Big Musas in chat. There you are, my friend. Survivor hooks the leg. Not enough, not enough. And Moose, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but whoever wins this match will get a title shot at the next stream. Whoever wins this will get the challenge. Jay and Silent Bob for the team titles. Jay and Silent Bob did lose tonight, but they lost via countout, so they actually retained the belts. So they are still the reigning defending champions. Part of me almost thinks like I should give Nasty. No, I'm not going to. It feels like Nasty World kind of should get another shot at that. But you know what? They wanted to act like hooligans. Survivor going up. Big elbow drop, but Brother Lomas moves out of the way. Huge reversal. And Lomas is thinking he's ready to finish this thing up, I think. And then on Saturday I'm definitely streaming. At least that's the plan. I'll go ahead and just announce it. So Saturday, Connor's going to come over, and the plan is we're going to stream a horror game called The Quarry together, which is a very story-driven horror game. Same developers, Until Dawn or The Dark Pictures. It's like one of those interactive movie-type games. We're not going to do all of it, but it should be very fun. We're going to stream it together, and we'll both be in the same room. Remember being in the same room playing video games with your friend? I swear to God, if this ends in count out again, I swear to God. No! He's lost in the back rooms! He's lost in the back rooms! Get back in the ring! Don't get lost in the back rooms! Ooh! Oh my God. I swear, the ref waited. The ref definitely waited for him to get back in the ring. Because I cannot have another match ending count out. Everybody's getting lost in the back rooms tonight. Smasher going for a strange cover. I don't think it's going to be enough. So anyway, maybe stream Friday. We'll see how it shakes out. But I think definitely we're going to stream on Saturday. Connor and I will be doing The Quarry. Uh-oh. It's time for some of that righteous justice. He's putting Smets in the Lomas clutch. Put him in the Lomas clutch. Make him humble. Will the Smasher tap? If I know Kevin Smets, he ain't going to give up, and he doesn't. Lomas has to let him out, but he is going to try to go for a cover. I don't see the Survivor anywhere to help him out. Wow, I thought that might have been it. But the Smasher, so resilient. He will always persevere. And it will take more than that to put him down for the 3 count. But Lomas is certainly going to try. What a maneuver. Either one of these teams would be fantastic challengers. Wouldn't bother me at all to see either of these duos secure tag team gold. Lomas is going old school. Wow. What a move. Going for another pin, middle of the ring. I don't know where the Survivor is. He's also in the Backrooms, and Betty and Moose win. The brothers Low Moose make good on their challenge. The last American heroes, indeed they are. And they get a huge win over Smash and Survive here in the Backrooms, securing themselves as the new #1 contenders to the tag team titles. And that means that the next pay-per-view, I don't know what it's called yet. I haven't gotten that far. I haven't decided. We will see Benny and Moose challenge Jay and Silent Bob for the Wrestle Real Tag Team titles. What a victory here tonight. And Moose called a shot on Twitter. He said, I want to fight those guys. And he wasn't wrong in doing so, because they just got a big, big win. It got a little scary here and there. People looked like they were lost in the Backrooms. No, they weren't. They found their way out. And they found their way to a big win in the middle of the ring.
Here are your winners, American Alpha.
Heroes, winners. And do make sure to go check out and subscribe to the Last American Heroes on YouTube. Benny and Moose Bar Trivia, Beyond the Neon Veil, a terrific channel. Wonderful guys over there. Keeping the movie trivia spirit alive. And they could be your next tag team champions. You'll have to tune in next time to see. Here we go. It's our world title match. Now, ordinarily, this would be closing out the show, but doing things a bit differently here tonight. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. We are winding down, folks. I feel like I started winding down an hour ago. I am so fucking tired. These wrestling streams, man. A lot of fun to do, but they take the energy out of me unlike anything else, because it's just such relentless talking. And you'd almost think it would be less exhausting because I'm not playing anything. I'm just sitting here talking and watching this happen as same as you. But man, I get so fucking tired. I get so tired doing these. I don't know when the next one is as far as wrestling streams go. The last time I said I wasn't going to do one until I finished Resident Evil 2, because I didn't want to keep taking breaks with Resident Evil 2. I'm not going to do something like that with wrestling this time, because I'm about to start Resident Evil 4, and it'll probably take me a month to finish that. I'm not going to wait a whole month to do this. Maybe 3 weeks, though. Maybe 3 weeks we'll do the next one. Here we go. I summoned him, and he has arrived. Suge Knight 1323 in the chat, also known as Suge Knight 323 in the league. Let's go ahead and give my friend Suge Knight 1323 shout out. Great friend, wonderful supporter of the channel, doing all sorts of variety of podcasts here on Twitch. A very talented conversationist. Also streaming Magic the Gathering quite frequently, competing in tournaments.
The prestigious Pro Wrestling
And if you like what we do here at Wild Real Entertainment, you're going to like what he does over there at Suge Knight 1323, so be sure to follow him on Twitch. If you want to support us, do so by supporting our friends. And now here is a great opportunity for Suge Knight 323. Let's gas this man up a bit. The leader of the kingdom, and you're very welcome, my friend. I don't want to talk about the leader of the nasty world, Nick Muhlbach. I want to talk about the leader of the kingdom, Suge Knight 323 here. Flanked by Jimmy King and David Arquette. What a group. Let's talk about Suge Knight's accomplishments in the league so far. He debuted in the Twitch tournament, went 3 straight wins, won that tournament, and was our first ever Twitch champion. Now he leads the group known as the Kingdom. That's a pair that could be a tag team championship duo one day too. Arquette and King. Something to think about. And now for the first time ever, because what I was kind of thinking of with the Twitch title is like, it's sort of a rite of passage. If you win the Twitch title, one day you're going to lose it. And to me, when that occurs, you graduate to the World Title League. And so because of everything Suge has accomplished in WATCW, I thought it was high time to graduate him up to the World Title League. Great call out, Ram. Suge defeated the Rabbit, the Beast. Notice we got to get a Rabbit match going next time too. It's been a while since we've seen him. Got to get a Rabbit match for sure. Suge was the first ever to defeat the Rabbit, which was something I thought we would never see. But let's talk about this man. Walter White, the reigning, defending WATCW World Heavyweight Champion. Walter White is undefeated in singles. Walter White is the most dominant world champion we've ever seen. Won that belt in a triple threat against Dominic Toretto and Nacho Libre at Really Mania. Successfully defended it against Jack Frost. Successfully defended it against Kratos. And now looks to make his historic, unprecedented third consecutive world championship defense. The one who knocks. Of course, as always, flanked by his counsel Saul Goodman and his right-hand man Jesse Pinkman. It's a fair fight here, folks. While these two have perhaps been complicit in Walt's former victories and defenses, Suge's got a cavalry of his own. His kingdom. The Knights of the Round Table over there. You see them. They're staying close by. No funny business. We've seen way too much funny business tonight. Betrayals. Cheating. People getting lost to the back rooms. We don't want to see any of that tonight in this world title match. And I have it on good authority that Walter White is not happy that he isn't main eventing this show. Walter thinks he shows up, it's only the main event. He doesn't love that the Twitch title match is getting the main event tonight. Especially because I just went on the whole tirade about how Twitch title is it could be a stepping stone to the world title or the world title division. But the drama is just too real between David Campbell and Nick Harley. You got to put that on last. Come on. Triple H would put that match on last. Tony Khan will put that match on last. I got to put that match on last. But here we go. We'll call it, you know what WWE likes to say, things are double main eventers. They said that at Backlash.
Introducing the challenger.
Hold on.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 291 pounds, Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot, and people are booing again. I swear, this German crowd is a smart crowd. Smart crowd.
New Mexico,
smart marks.
Weighing in at 174 pounds. He is the prestigious Pro Wrestling Super World Champion, Walter.
I love Walter. Oh, there's some boos in there. Okay. It is interesting because I know for a fact I have it set for the crowd to boo Walter and cheer Suge. And it's same for the Nasty World Jay and Silent Bob thing. They actually are doing the opposite of what they're supposed to do. That's what it's all about. The big gold belt. WWE brought back their big gold belt because they just got so envious of seeing the most prestigious prize on Twitch. And here we go. Bell has rung. And these two are going at it. World Championship title match here. The stakes really don't get much higher. The prize doesn't get better. And Suge, you know what? I was talking about how Walter has an opportunity to become, to have 3 successful title defenses. Never been done before in singles. Suge has a very interesting opportunity to make history as well by becoming the first competitor ever to hold both the Twitch title and world title in his career. Can you imagine? Suge goes up top. Big diving elbow to the back, to the shoulder blades of Walter White. And he's going up again. Perhaps we're seeing double. The Kingdom can't believe it. Oh, wow. All right, jumped out of it. Maybe too far away. We'll chalk that up to the champion's ring awareness, keeping enough distance between him and the challenger to avoid that top rope move, but it's not enough to avoid the springboard tornado DDT middle of the ring. And Suge is letting him have it. He wants to keep the momentum on his side because that Walter White is so sneaky, so strategic, so smart in the ring. If you give him an inch, he'll turn it into a mile. And we do not want to see that happen on Suge's behalf. Nice Hurricane Rana, goes for the cover. No shot, it's going to be enough. Not even close. Barely a 1 count. Suge feigning surprise. You got to stay in there. You got to stay on him. We have seen so many upsets on the behalf of Walter White, who is already the most dominant world champion we've seen in the history of our young league. And if he goes home with that belt a 3rd time tonight, I don't know who's next in line. I don't know what it's going to take. But Suge doesn't even want to see that happen because he is locking in. We've seen this before. Shades of the late great Eddie Guerrero. Here it comes. 3 Amigos! And this match is firmly in Suge's control. Hooks the leg. Could it be? Walter kicks out. Walter kicks out, but that was damned close. And if he wants to go home still the champion, he better turn this around quickly. And there it is. It's exactly what he needed to do. Reversal. Hurricane Rana. The Suge Knight 3-2-3. And the fans, I can't really tell where their allegiance lays. They're cheering, they're booing, they keep changing their minds on these two. Uh-oh. Suge taking him to the corner. Incredible arm drag there off the ropes. What's next? Taking him to the corner? No, taking him to the ropes. The leader of the kingdom hooks him up with another Hurricane Rana combo. Talk about lost in the back rooms. If I'm Walter, I don't know what's up, what's down, where I am, and why there's so much yellow wallpaper in this place. Oh, time froze for a moment there, and I thought it was time for us to see a new world champion, but it's not quite. Walter turns it around. Oh, spinning elbow. Clothesline. The people don't like this. I think we finally figured out where we stand. Walter getting slightly lost in the back rooms there. Nope, picks him up. The fans want a new world champion tonight. They want to see Suge make history. They want to see Walter eat a pin for the first time in his career. Amazing! And there he is, Suge, a potential people's champion, playing to the crowd, but he better stay on. Walter! Hits a flying knee. Only glances it. Double underhook DDT! Double underhook DDT! Has he got it? 3-2-3 DDT! Walter kicks out of the 3-2-3 DDT. What will it take to put the champ down? Uh-oh. I don't know what you call that, but I've seen Walter in a match with it. Whew. This is competitive, folks. This matters so much to these men. And this Germany crowd chanting, "We're not worthy." Suge fights out of it. What's it going to be? Is he doing it again? Oh, puts him on his head, right on that bowler hat. I thought the 3 Amigos were coming to say hello. Hooks the leg. Is it enough? No, it's not. Walter kicks out. Still the champion. Suge's bruised. He's bleeding. The kingdom is ready, though. Another 3-2-3 DDT. Middle of the ring. That's got to be it. That's got to be it, folks. New champ. New champ. It is. It is. And new. Suge Knight makes history, folks. The first ever Twitch champion and world champion. You just got to win those tag titles one day, and he's a Grand Slam champion. Suge Knight, 3-2-3, and new world champion. It took 2 DDTs.
Prestigious
and new
wrestling super world champion, Sugarfoot Knight.
Sugarfoot. You did it. You fucking legend. He's made history here tonight, and he's defeated the most dominant world champion in history to do it. A tournament winner. A former Twitch champion, and now your current reigning world heavyweight champion, Suge Knight 323. Now, let's make this clear, though. Walter White does have 2 successful defenses under his respective belt. What does that mean? Rematch. Rematch at the next pay-per-view, the next stream. We will see these 2 compete one more time. And Suge Knight 323 will have to put that belt on the line against the challenger, Walter White. We might have to think of a fun stipulation to spice it up while we're at it, eh? Wow. But congratulations is due to the new champion. Suge Knight 323, World Heavyweight Champion. He said he wants Walter in the Hell in the Cell. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll cook up something good. We'll cook up something good. But speaking of cooking up something good, here it is. Final match of the night. Main event of the Backrooms. Main event of our stream. Here we go. Tweet it out. Let's talk about this before we go to bed. Oh, it's time to take my ZQuil. I said I would do it in the last match. Oh, fuck off. Shook that. Suge Knight just redeemed the Rager. Oh, thanks for the bits, too.
The following contest is scheduled
All right, hold on.
for one fall and is for the World Internet Pro Wrestling Championship.
Oh, woo! What did I tell you, losers? We had a nasty surprise, Daddy, didn't we? We having a fun surprise party tonight? What's this? Dick Cheese left some little purple pills here. I don't know what these are. But I'm down. Little surprise party for Ricky. What do you think? Big surprise. See what happens to me here. Oh, I like this guy. Slick Nick. Slick Nick, you know, we never really got to interact much in the Schmodown, but Slick Nick and the Rager have a lot of chemistry. It's true. A lot of history. And we always dreamed that one day we would get to team up. What do you think these are? What do you think these do? Purple pills? What are purple pills usually? Oh, down the hatch. I think it's mescaline. Probably. Tastes like mescaline. Alright, shitheads. Let's see what we got here. I guess Numbnuts went to bed, so I'll call the rest of this. I don't care. No, not mescaline. Not Mexican, Suge. Oh, by the way, Suge, you won the world title, eh? That's pretty cool. Good job. Just hope Big Nasty Rick doesn't compete in singles, okay?
Introducing the challenger.
All right, what do we got
from
here?
Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at
fucking
229
Scotland.
pounds, Dynamic David Campbell.
Alright, so what was going on here? This guy was Money in the Bank. He was carrying around the little fucking briefcase or whatever. And he cashed it in on Slick Nick.
From Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland.
Weighing in at 224 pounds.
I wore my
is
black and
the
white robe.
World Internet Pro Wrestling Champion, Nick.
DillyTodds. Wait, where did Taylor go? He's lost in the back rooms, baby. He's never coming back. This is my channel now. This is actually the last time we're ever going to stream this on Twitch. I'm going to Kick. We're taking this to Kick, baby. You can stream whatever you want on Kick. There's no rules, no terms of service. You can watch something way cooler than whatever the fuck this is. You can gamble. I love to gamble. That's why I secretly live in Taylor's walls, because can't afford to live somewhere else. So this is the main event tonight. That's weird. Why am I not in the main event? Should be. Obviously we should be, because the Nasty World was running wild. Oh, what is this? What is this light? I don't like this light. Let's get a better light. What color do you want the light to be? Let's make it. Can we just make it like white? Yeah. Is Taylor's house like House of Leaves? Yeah, actually, that's what my first stream on Kick's gonna be. I'm gonna be reading House of Leaves by Mark C. Danielewski, cover to cover on Kick. I'm gonna read it, and I'm also gonna be playing slots. David Campbell is absolutely choking the fuck out of Nick Harley. This is a huge opportunity for David. They were talking a lot on Twitter about this or something. Going up top. What do you got? Big splash. Pretty good splash. Not as good as mine, but... David's cashing in Money in the Bank, right? So he could have cashed that in at any time. He could have cashed it in after Headripper Joe beat the snot and shit out of Nick Harley. He didn't do it. I would have done it then. Kind of stupid. Instead, he's being honorable. Let me tell you something. This world doesn't reward honor. It's a nasty world, Daddy. Embrace it. Roll with it. Nick Harley wearing the black and white, might I add. Pretty slick. Pretty juicy. He might have to start paying us residuals if he keeps wanting to wear the black and white, but I will say, looking pretty juicy. Oh, man. It's the first time anybody ever redeemed this shit. What a splash! Hook in the leg. Is that it? No. This is actually the first time anybody's ever redeemed this on Twitch, where... Wow, end of days! End of days! Is it the end of Campbell's day? Holy fuck. Unbelievable. That was quick. That was the main event. Should have let Suge go on last. Jesus Christ. Hard fought victory. Big win for that young man. And... uh-oh. He's going to give him the old Harley special. I used to see these a lot in high school. Thinking he's not finished. Just adding insult to injury. A successful clean defense, and now just beating David down. I think Harley really resents that he even had to do this. Compete twice in one night. Not that I would ever complain about that. And then still wins. Still wins the match. And he beats his ass more. That's what I tell you. What did I tell you? Okay, what did I tell you, David Campbell? Just like the last time they faced off, Campbell just doesn't show up. Did that happen? The whole FCL thing's kind of blurry for Rick Raddus. I never watched that shit, man. They tried to get me in the FCL. I said, please, straight to the big leagues. Give me Tom Dagnito's number. I'm going straight to the top. Cream of the crop. I never watched that. Who's got the time to watch that stuff? Oh, wow. What'd I tell you? There's no justice. There's no reward in being honorable and being the bigger man. No such thing. You look out for numero uno and you stay nasty daddy. That's what you saw tonight, okay? And I think this is probably not the ending any of you hoped for, right? You were so excited, you got comfortable, you sat in your seats, and you wanted to see David Campbell finally cash in Money in the Bank and win the Twitch Championship from Nick Harley, the dastardly slick Nick. And he didn't. He failed. What did you see instead? You saw the nasty world run through this league all fucking night. That's right, the nasty surprise. Hollywood Nick Muhlbach is the third member of the nasty world for life. and we beat Chris Anthony Lopez, and then he beat him again, and then Becky the Wreck defended the title. She got a little lost in the back rooms. It's happened to the best of us. Trust me. And then, yeah, we're not the champions. We don't need to be the champions. We just came in and we beat the life out of Jay and Silent Bob. Good enough? Good enough? Haha, I told you I'd catch you one day, Smith. And I did. Nasty World's undefeated. Okay, and now you can throw whatever you want at us next time. I don't care. Oh, Taylor says Chris is going to face Nick again. I don't give a fuck. None of us care. None of us are concerned. The only reason we don't have the titles is because we don't care about the titles. Not right now. We're just here to run the show, Daddy-O. Commissioners, referees. So I hope you look forward to the next one, numbnuts. Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks for watching. I don't know. Next wrestling stream probably in a few weeks. So I heard you'll get Shug and Walter rematch. I don't know who's going to challenge Slick Nick. Maybe Featured Films. What was it? Jane Silent Bob versus, what's their fucking names? Betty and Moose. I love those guys. The stream frozen? Hold on. That'd be hilarious. The stream froze. No, I think it's still going. Okay. Alright, anyway, I don't know. Taylor might come back on Friday to stream some fucking scary. And we'll see you next time, Daddy-O. How do you turn this off? I don't know. I think the stream might be frozen. I'm not sure. I don't care. I hope it is. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go trip on mescaline. Good night. Stay nasty. Or fuck off.